Hello everyone. Before we get started on this week's episode, just a quick word that YouTube in all its infinite wisdom has decided that some of the Die Party games are now not suitable for advertising. It doesn't mean a whole lot for the content. I'm not going to censor the videos in any way, but if you'd like to lend your support so that Die Party can continue to grow, please check out the Patreon or subscribe on the Twitch channel. Enjoy the episode. Well, hello there, happy campers, and welcome back to Die Party Embers, a weekly tabletop adventure in the world of Torchbearer, which technically is our world, but you get what I mean. We have all of our campers with us today, or should I say grinders?
Grinders.
is that...
Yeah, I know. No, let's go with it.
Yeah. Hey there, Tinder users. Welcome back to Die Party Embers, your weekly foray into swiping left on goblins. Let's go around and introduce everyone who will be playing with us today. Up first, we have Mr. Zip, the Zablop. He's the fastest left swiper in the West. What up, Zippy? How you doing?
I've actually never used Tinder at all. I actually have no idea what you use Tinder for. Do you just look at like pictures of pretty people? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you basically make superficial decisions on whether or not you want to fuck them at some point in the future by swiping left, and then once you've both is it left or right? I don't even know.
Left.
Yeah,
Right.
and if you both
Wait,
swipe
left is no, right is yes, I think.
yeah, and
I
if
used
you-
it once.
And if you both swipe right on each other, the computer tells you. And then you have that awkward conversation of being like, getting around the fact that you both swiped right because you're superficially attracted to each other, but you have to now engage in conversation if you want to actually do the hokey pokey. So
Oh, I just say, hey, you want to come over and watch pizza and a movie? Yeah, sure.
Watch
you go.
pizza.
Watch pizza and eat a movie. That's how you do it. Yeah. Hi, I'm Zippy Zippo. I'm really excited to be here. I'm really happy to do Mina Bros.
yeah.
And yeah, been playing a lot of Ark, getting ready for that aberration to drop. So, gonna have a Zerg legion, Yeah, Zerg legion. Yeah, Zerg legion because of the nameless queen. Basically, she is a xenomorph, and I'm just gonna have a whole bunch of those, and then just go like wreck shop.
All right, I got a question for you. It's not about Ark, because fuck that game.
Okay.
When does the classic version of World of Warcraft come out?
I actually they're in development. They haven't released. I don't think they released a date.
Okay, so they just fucking announced. They're just like, hey guys, we're doing it.
As of last time I checked, which is when they announced it at BlizzCon, they said it's in development.
Okay, all right, because I would consider playing that game.
Yeah, I'd consider playing that too, depending on how they do it. Like I like the new graphics that they have now. If they could just take the new graphics and just put the old engine on it, I think that would be really cool. But I don't think that's how it's going to be. They're just going to install the old 2004 glory.
I'm completely 100% fine with that. Like I don't need graphics to have a good time.
Yeah, I like how much life there is in their faces now, as opposed to 10 years ago.
They have the problem of emulating their own software.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm super excited for WoW Classic and super excited for WoW Battle for Azeroth. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Alliance versus Horde, that's such like a overdone like thing. Don't they do that every?" But this is an entire expansion around that. Like before, they had like some great enemy to fight. Now it's Alliance versus Horde. It's an entire expansion about that.
It should be like there's three zones. That's it. 3 zones in this area. And here's what I think is going to happen. Small little camps for each one, and then the big zone is going to be split up into little tiny things, and it's just giant world versus world versus world.
I think they might do that, but they have Cool Tears, which is the new Alliance zone, and then they have another new zone. I can't remember it. Oh no, Zandalar, which is the new Horde zone, and then I think that they're hinting at procedurally generated dungeons because you can go on expeditions on your ship, and it takes you to uncharted islands, and you just do quests like objectives there, and then when you complete objectives, you help your faction. So I think that would be cool. I think that's fun. I think that adds a little bit more scope to the world because now it's just like we got Eastern Kingdoms, we got Kalimdor, we got Northrend, we got Pandaria, we got the Broken Shores. But now it's like, is there anything else on Azeroth? I don't know. Oh, hey, look, we found a little delta. Oh, hey, there's giant worms here. Let's kill it. I think it adds a little dynamic. They're also getting rid of the artifact system and then having this thing called the Heart of Azeroth that it levels. It's their new artifact system, and if you have gear from the new set, you can use your Heart of Azeroth to give it set bonuses for the gear. You know, so you don't have to worry about, oh shit, I just got new gear, I'm going to lose a set bonus. Your Heart of Azeroth will allow you to give that gear a set bonus.
See, this is why I'm excited for Classic, because I'm coming in at ground level and fuck learning whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Speaking about the ground level, let's go to the realest person I know. Kika, you're living in the real world.
Dude, she's super real.
How's life?
How's that medical school?
Yeah.
This week was kind of cool because I met Chris Schraub. I don't know if you guys know him. He's done a lot of webcomic stuff, but he's also on Penny Arcade's Dungeons and Dragons
I've heard
C-Team thing. And he autographed my AD&D DM's guide.
Badass.
Pity you used a pen that looks like it didn't work that well.
No, it's my camera.
Oh, okay.
It looks great.
It looks great? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, is that like a doctor that I'm supposed to know?
No.
I meant the world famous Doctor, Doctor Strange. You might not know him. Well, that's awesome. How did you meet him? Did you go to a convention or something, or did you run into him in the airport?
I messaged him asking if I could actually mail him my DM's guide and he could sign it and send it back to me, but he was just like, no, we can just meet up. And we met at a coffee shop, and then we ended up talking for an hour and a half.
Yo, all right.
Yeah, he's super cool.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, and been playing Planescape Torment still. Super fun. Love that game.
How has it aged?
I enjoy it. I don't need the best of graphics, and it plays fine so long as you.
Do they do that weird thing where they make it 800 by 600, but then the border is the rest of the screen?
I have it in windowed mode.
Window mode and capture window. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the rest of us plebeians capture one screen and then put that on the streaming PC.
I don't think it does the. No, I think it rescales it fine. I have the Steam version and everything's.
I'd love to see
great.
how that game looks in 4K, because my monitor's 4K, so it's just like.
It looks so derpy.
So it's kind of like when you play Diablo 2. I fucking love Diablo 2, but I can't play that game anymore because 800 by 600 on a 4K monitor is like fucking this, you know?
Yeah. And it's like, I'm sitting there. It's like, did my eyes break?
You can just zoom in and out.
Yeah, but if you zoom in and out, your mouse wheel is your mouse scroll thing is the size of the fucking screen. It's like.
Change the sensitivity.
No. The mouse icon is about the size of the fucking screen.
It doesn't resize the mouse icon when you scroll in and out.
It's in Diablo 2 it makes a difference as well because it's the render distance of the screen. So you can get mods that do the widescreen. So you can make it so that it fits the resolution of your monitor, but the actual 800 by 600 is the only region where the game renders. So
I can guarantee you Planescape Torment is at least a bit better than Diablo 2.
Is it a remaster of Planescape?
I think so.
Yeah, that's
think it
probably
is.
why they
Yeah.
probably compensated it. If they, compensated. Okay, I'm having trouble with words
You said
today.
compensated and then compensated.
Yeah. Welcome to Life with Zippy. I can't talk. But yeah, no, like
Life was Zippy post-mortem. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, no, I've noticed that a lot of HD remakes are really compensating for the fact that, like Dave was talking about, the render distance. Now, if they did it for Diablo, they probably could fix it.
That game. Here's the thing with Diablo, right? They would have to change the entire game because there are some abilities that go until the edge of the screen, and if your edge of the screen is significantly further, that'll go fucking forever, right? Like it's.
But isn't that physics? If you shoot a bullet in space, isn't it just going to keep flying until it hits something?
Yeah, but if that render distance is so large that you can see and render in the mobs that you're looking for, you don't have to go very far.
Yeah.
The game world's not very big. Like,
I'm super excited because I picked up the anthology of Divinity, and I want to play
like
that
the
old school.
role-playing game?
Well, the first three,
God, those games are awful.
and then I'm going to play Divinity Original Sin 1 and then contemplate on whether or not I want to get 2.
Mm-hmm.
Xanathars, I absolutely love that.
My friend got it for me.
I actually was talking with James Hayek, who does
the deluxe.
Xanathar's guide to everything else, and what he's saying that's going to be in there is going to be super fun. I can't wait to play it.
No idea what you're talking about.
Dungeons and Dragons, man.
Dungeons and Dragons, Xanathar's guide to everything, and then they're making a sub book, I guess, called Xanathar's Guide to Everything Else. Kind of deal. Anything that wasn't in Xanathar's Guide to Everything is also going to be in this thing.
Okay.
I've also started planning my fantasy bard cosplay.
Is that just
actually
put
also
on a hat with a flute?
No, I looked into making a lute, but those things are fucking hard to make.
Why don't you make a flute lute?
No, just be a liar.
Yeah, I'm just
A flute lute liar. So you blow into it like a flute, and you play it like a lute while also
just fucking
playing it
buy
like a
some
liar.
bagpipes.
Hey, I did a Kenku bard whose name was the sound of bagpipe blaring, and that's what he was. He was the best cover artist
gonna
ever.
make a lyre because it's the least difficult instrument to make.
I can't give the name of a tooting bagpipe is the funniest thing.
Yeah, because it's like what's his job? He's a bard, so he opens his mouth. Exactly, and he was the best cover artist ever because Kenkus can't create their own shit.
Oh yeah, that's actually really good.
So he's a cover bard.
Why can't they create their own things?
It's the curse of the Kenku. They
can't speak.
They lost their ability to create new ideas, so they're excellent forgers, and they can't speak. Their god took away their voice.
They're the internet,
okay.
the race.
Internet, the race.
They can only do memes.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So you're the I am Groot of role-playing games.
Yep, and then they were so I let chat because I did it on a stream. I said I'll let them choose my non-Kenku name, and they were like Kilt Spiker. I was like, all right, cool. His name is Kilt. Oh no, it was Kilt Piper. That was his name. I was like, all right, I like it. We'll do it.
All right,
But
cool. So what else has been going on, Peter? I mean, here's the thing. Instead of you actually complaining in chat, you could just fucking talk.
I've talked many times on this subject before. But yeah, apart from that, like my family's actually had some issues. My mom's had some health issues, and my grandpa is not doing so great. So I'm also looking for more paid work. So it's been a mixed week for me.
That would be very hard to find with your current study schedule, yeah?
Yeah, in a bit of a bind, but it'll work out.
Mm-hmm. Well, all the best, I guess, for that. Because shit, man, I remember when I was in university, I could only ever work one job, even though I wanted to work like 5. Because the amount of money that you needed to get through all that shit was just insane.
Yeah.
And I only did that for a year and a half, so.
I worked multiple jobs because of an imperative, not because I wanted to.
Speaking about working, Eric, are you gonna work it for us today? What's going on? How you been?
I'm gonna work it. I'm doing pretty well. I had 316 yesterday, which is super fun.
I saw that.
I'm starting.
No idea what that is. Is that like a biblical reference that you're making or something like that?
No. It's old game that came out in the early 2000s. It's called 316 because you were the third
early
brigade.
2000s, the oldest you could get.
The pre-dawn of role-playing games. It's you belong to the third. I think it's the third company or third regiment. 16th battalion, right? No, company. No, it's battalion company, right? That's the order. No, it's company battalion.
I'm not typical.
Third
GM,
company,
so.
16th or regiment, whatever. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's third company, 16th regiment, whatever. That's why you're called 316. You're Starship Troopers people, right? You're basically like one step below Space Marines.
Would you like to know more?
Yeah, the premise of the game is that paradise is here on Earth. You can live forever. Everything's perfect. It's great, and everyone hates their lives. And so, because of that, we've started the Terran Navy. And they're like, you know what? Would be great. We should protect this paradise from various threats from the world. So across the galaxy. So, who wants to go drink on the beaches of Titan and other lost places and protect America or protect Earth, right? And then you're like, yeah, that sounds great. Why would I go to a suicide booth when I can go sign up for the army? And so you do that and you sign up, and things aren't the way they say they are.
Is this the one where you get where you have like just the 3 stats and that's it?
Yeah, you have 2 stats. You have FA and NFA, which is fighting ability and non-fighting ability.
That's right. I remember this.
And your weapons. Yeah. Your weapons don't do damage in this game, everybody. These weapons do kills. They count kills. And so the fun part about last session was that I got a gun that does D100 kills.
So it's
kind of ideal range.
It's kind of interesting when you think about it, because like, how do you do like legion of enemies in a role-playing game? Because it's okay, your turn, you shoot one, good, next turn. Like it doesn't work like that. So
no,
that's
no, but it does like platoon. It does obviously from the book side of things, it does Starship Troopers really well, and it does Catch-22 really well too, which is really what we're drawing from. So like, people don't talk about what Delta's regiment does with the pieces and artifacts and stuff that we bring back from the alien space. It's like one of those kinds of games where people don't know what other people are doing, and a lot of people just kind of shrug and be like, that's the way it is, right?
Yeah. So if you guys
we've never been back to Earth.
If you guys wanted to see what a role-playing game would look like during the writer's strike of early 2000s, there you go.
Yeah.
It's literally Starship Troopers. So.
Yeah, it's a very fun game.
Who'd you play
I really like it. I'm not the GM of it. John Harper is the GM of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so John Harper and a couple other designer friends are playing that game alongside of me. Yeah, this game was sort of like the hotness that started Apocalypse World in a lot of ways.
Right,
this was like right before Apocalypse World.
You were telling us about this last time, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a really good game of that. I had a really fun game of Once Upon a Game where we played this game about shipwreckers. So like, you were Cornish shipwreckers, and so it's like the 17th century. And apparently this is not just in Cornwall, but people like used to lead ships to wreck on shores. Like, they would put out false lights and crash things into rocks and then go rob them. That's a thing people did.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's the most terrifying thing in the world. How can you trust a lighthouse?
Well,
right? It's like, I don't know. I've never been here before.
Yeah, that's after a couple of trips, you're like, okay, I know Bill. Hey, Bill, how's it going?
Like technically that wasn't illegal for a really, really long time. But,
Because it's like, well, couldn't you get? No, I guess there wasn't really insurance claims.
well, the law was get good.
Yeah.
Right. Be good at sailing so you'd know which ones are real, which ones aren't. Which is also why in North Carolina it's called Nag's Head, because a nag is a mule, and you would put lanterns on mules and put them out in the dunes and have ships crash up on the dunes and go rob them.
Fuck yeah.
Anyways, so that's shit, and I'm starting up a Dungeon Crawl Classics game this week, and that's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing Tomb of Annihilation through that, and Kika's a player in it. So it's
Tomb
going to
of
be cool.
Annihilations. Mm.
There's already a duck named Falcon for no reason.
So we were doing a demo of like, hey, what's a 0 level character in this game? And it's like, well, here are your 6 stats. Here's your pitchfork. You are a rice farmer. You have a bag, a pitchfork, and a duck.
Is that have you gone far back?
Enjoy.
I asked a lot of questions about the duck.
Have you gone far back yet where you don't even like put names on your characters because they die so frequently?
Oh, no. These characters will have names.
Okay.
I just leave the players to come up with the names.
Yeah, because there was like, I think the oldest I've ever seen a role-playing game is like literally, okay, each of you gets 10 dudes, and you go into a thing and you see how you go. Like, yeah, that's the oldest I've seen role-playing games. Anyway, speaking about role-playing games,
let's do Torchbearer.
let's do it. I'm
Right,
ready.
so you almost tricked me into doing the prologue on my own. One of you gets to do it and get to recover something.
Mm-hmm.
So who wants to do that?
Let's take a look at what I got. I'm Manny. I am Manny. I'm fresh still.
Yeah.
I'm afraid, so I'll do it.
Okay.
So last time on Torchbearer, we went to a town. We got some really cool equipment. We forged some equipment. We bought some equipment. We sold some equipment. We convinced the guards to let us go in, which happened before we went into the town, but I thought I should preface that. We didn't ask anything about the current problem that the town's having is that there's ice, like it's like unseasonal ice.
It might not be a problem. We could just be like fixing like there, like, oh fuck yeah, you know, it's got ice now. So
I mean, yeah. But they said they don't understand why it's here. So I would assume it's a problem. We left.
Gift horse in the mouth. Yeah.
We're acting like it's a problem.
Yeah, I don't see gift horses. So, and I don't know why I would be staring into the mouth of one.
To check its teeth.
Oh.
Go on.
So hold on. I was just gift horse dentistry. That sounds like a perfect idea.
No, you'd never want to go to that dentist.
You check. Typically, when buying horses, they'd like check their teeth to like check if the horse was healthy or not.
Oh,
and
okay.
Stuff, and that's what staring a gift horse in the mouth is. It's just like being overly like over scrutinizing a gift that you're given.
Yep.
Man, this is why I don't deal with horses. So we leave. We follow the river up because we saw ice on the river. So we follow the river up and we find a camp. The camp looks like it was recently used, but it looks like it's abandoned. We follow tracks and we find out that they just stopped. Like there's a half a boot print. Then we found a magical stone. It was a magical stone. It was the most magical stone ever.
The red one, yeah.
The red one. And
which you were specifically told to not mess around with.
Yep. Velton was like, no, don't touch it. And then like Manny was like, I'm going to touch it. And then she's like, no, don't touch it. And then there was just a lot of waffling back and forth. So Minus was like, you know what? I'm just going to move this rock out of the way so we don't have to worry about touching it. So I touched the stone and we fell into a sinkhole. And now we're in some alternate dimension.
Yep.
I mean,
perfect.
It's just a hole in the ground, but sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Can we actually do like goals and shit this time? Like what's going on?
Yeah, let's not fuck up. Let's not fuck up like last time.
Eric.
Right.
Vulgaris.
So let's review our beliefs, instincts, and goals, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think
Maney.
Kika, you wanted to fucking do like a big change last time, yeah, and you never got the opportunity.
Yeah, I wanted to change my instinct around, which probably would be that whenever camping, I would try to teach you guys how to like actually interact with people in polite society.
So you spend checks on. So you don't have to spend checks on teaching us. Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I like it. And
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Manny.
what's
yeah.
your current belief then?
Life is too short to be moping about. There's a silver lining in every cloud. And my goal is survive this nonsense.
Survive this nonsense. Yeah. Okay. All right. My belief is family always comes first. I can at least be helpful. I think I'm going to change that. I mean, because it's very easy to get a fate point from that, but it doesn't really do much other than give me a fate point, right?
Yeah.
So I'll think on that while Zippy's doing his things, and if you guys have any ideas, let me know. But I think I'll make my goal make money.
Oh.
Or like find
treasure.
Find something of value.
Yeah.
Because honestly, there's no point to any of this unless we're making money. Right?
Yeah, you need that money. You saw how expensive it is to live.
Yeah. After all that, yeah. And my instinct is always be helpful, which is the most helpful instinct in the entire world. Considering that my wisers are fucking awful trash garbage. So
I have a question. Because of how expensive it is to get anything in this game, what's stopping somebody from literally going into a town, massacring, and just pillaging it?
The guard?
God.
A few things. Guard and towns aren't self-sufficient. They are under the jurisdiction of someone rich who they pay taxes to prevent things like that from happening.
Okay. There we go. It's like what's stopping all the adventures to create?
Well, I mean, you could probably
Adventurers Guild.
Well,
and
this is
just
the big
pillage
reason
it.
why people don't like adventurers, because the adventurers get these types of ideas, right? It's like actually a big thing.
I like to believe that you can do it like once, and then you can never go into a town ever again because they spread word about you being a fucking cunt. It's like, and it's not like
Then they pay adventurers to hunt you down.
Yeah,
and the cycle continues.
And you know
That's
what?
why.
You know what the best part about all of that would be? Is
But
just
then
like,
they team up.
they'd be like, "Oh yeah, the guy with the hoodie robbed us," and it's like, oh, "Okay, that's gonna be hard to find." Yeah, the giant minotaur that walks around with another minotaur and an elf robbed us, and then it'll be like, "Oh well, they're gonna be easy to find." Like,
But check it. Then you can like team up with these other adventurers that are like, we're paid to hunt you down. But they're like, whoa, what if we continue pillaging villages? We split the loot and you split your earnings. Everybody wins.
Chill your roll, Spartacus. Chill your
Those
fucking roll.
aren't adventurers. Those are bandits.
Yeah, you just described banditry.
And that's how
You literally-
That's how Twin Blade from Fable became the Bandit King.
Well, if you ever wanted to know how banditry gets started, this is literally it. Being like, oh shit, we don't have any economic options. I guess we gotta go rob people to eat. And they're like, dude, I'm sorry I gotta do this to you, but like I need some food. And you're like, well, I mean, I can't really spare any right now. It's like, all right, that's fine. Whack.
Your food. There we go.
I have a question for you, Eric Vulgaris.
Yeah, what up?
If I make
Henley.
my belief that most, if not everything, is edible, is that a way to do a free cooking check?
No, fuck no. That's not what a belief does.
That's an instinct.
I really want you to earn persona for that belief, though, where you're proven wrong.
Okay, so
I no longer believe this.
There's a great there's a great,
explosively vomiting everywhere. I regretted that.
Okay,
you're permanently sick.
So there was a great fantasy manga, which is about eating fantasy monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah. Dungeon Mishi.
Yeah,
right?
that's the one. Yeah.
And
I've always wanted to find a system that is appropriate for me to do something like that in it, right?
Probably D&D.
Yeah, but D&D doesn't really reward
do the
you
cooking.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, D&D has no sort of rewarding mechanics for that sort of stuff. I mean, they kind of do. I tried to do that in my last D&D game, but we just never had the opportunity to let cooking be a thing. But in this game, cooking is a thing, and collecting actual, like, ingredients and stuff like that is a thing.
Don't they have cooking in Pathfinder?
I don't play Pathfinder because I think Pathfinder is just a fucking giant book grinding mechanic bullshit thing.
Yep.
Anyway,
you could do it like if it's a competition, right? It was like Iron Chef. You have the grind, right? You have 4 rounds to make your meal, and so one of them has to be out fucking grabbing the food, right? And then other people like setting it up.
Chef.
And then you use your food as supplies for the conflict.
Well, what I'm saying is,
then your food becomes monsters and battle other foods, and then it turns into fighting food on.
So one of the things that we always have a problem with in this game is finding ingredients.
Getting started,
food, right? Finding ingredients for food.
Let's just talk about anime for an hour instead.
Finding ingredients for food and stuff like that, right? Is there something that I can do with a belief? Like is a belief? Can we use that to make things like if I make checks, can I make things that weren't edible? If I believe and do a thing with them to make the food edible, like is that something that can be done in this game or no?
Yeah, I mean, like, you want to spend a cooking check or like a survival check to make something edible?
Like, is that like would a belief allow me to do that, or like how?
You don't need a belief to do that, but you would get rewarded for thinking that way if you had a belief about it, right? Mm-hmm. You can already do that. You can already be like, all right, well, like, so we're out of rations, everybody, but I'm gonna go scrounge up some mushrooms and some centipedes, and I'm gonna make some sushi. I'm gonna put some mushrooms and wrap them up in centipedes, and it's gonna be sushi.
I'm trying to think of a good way to make my belief something functioning and interesting.
Beliefs aren't good for functioning stuff. They're what your character believes in. They're ideals. What's functionally helpful is instinct. Remember, instincts don't cause checks against the grind.
No, I get that.
So, like,
I think it's a giant waste to not have a belief that also doesn't do that. But, like, I get what you're saying.
If this was 40K and you were playing an orc, that would totally work. Because you just believe hard enough, and then it would happen.
I know. But I'm trying to change my belief. Because right now, it's like the moment I help someone, I get a fate point, which is fine. I could leave it at that and just be content, but I also want to have character growth, so I'm trying to work out a way to bring that in.
Yeah, my belief is I owe my life to the people who I serve, and I'll try to protect them with my dying breath.
That's disgusting. That's a good one.
Yeah. My goal is to guide my Minabro and master to safety. And my instinct is whenever I enter a room, I check for traps.
Yeah, that's super good.
Define room.
Current location.
I mean, you entered a room.
I entered a room,
above.
But like we
check
didn't
for traps, quick.
I'll do that as soon as we enter the playing field. As soon as we log in. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. We're still customizing our characters before we jump into the server. Right. So those are good.
I'll just leave my belief as the same. It functions, gives me fate. Who cares? You need that shit. So, all right, okay.
And Belton, you're all squared away, right? survive this nonsense. Whenever camping, teach something to these minotaurs. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So, last we remember, we're in this weird twilight, weird dusk cave of unknown size. There's a little pinwheel of light at the very top. You can't tell like how bright it is or what time's doing.
You also made me lose my backpack.
Oh yeah, you lost your backpack.
Everyone except for Velton, because Velton just jumped in. We fell in.
No, you have your satchel still. I don't have my backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, I still have my satchel. Fuck yeah, I do. Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, since we've logged into the server, I'm gonna check for traps.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that. What does that look like?
Well, it's not as graceful as like a halfling checking for traps. I feel like Minos is like looking at every possible thing that might look like a trap, picking up a boulder and throwing it at it to see if it activates.
Right. So remember, the walls of this place are umbrally and amorphous. It's hard to define where the edges of this room are and where they begin. The floors are covered in a really low hanging fog that seems to just move on its own accord, sometimes twirling into little cyclones before going on its way. This whole place smells like, not quite like death. It smells like a wake. There's floral elements, but also the smell of like, this is wrong. Right, there's something wrong here that offends your nostrils. Potpourri.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What is this?
There's
1990s.
So with this,
you could eat it. There's a good chance for food there. Eat potpourri, make it good. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I couldn't resist. What's up?
Minos is just like rolling. He's kind of using the rock as like a decoy, just in case there's any pressure plates. He's just rolling it around, kind of deal. If there's a pressure plate, the rock will activate it before he does, kind of deal. So
yeah, okay, all right. Let's work this out, right? So let's talk. This would be a pretty difficult test, but there is a trap here, right? Or there could be, right? Let's search for one.
There is a trap here, maybe.
Well, you have to roll, right?
Yeah.
Which is good, remember? Because I would tell you otherwise, right? And be like, okay, yeah, you roll this rock around and nothing's happening. But yeah, no, this is going to require a roll.
Do we have any checks, by the way?
Not that I know of, no.
Nope. Okay. I haven't gotten any yet.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right. So what skill are we using? Wait, isn't there a trap finder test?
Scout?
Yeah, I would have to be scout. I was just making sure there wasn't like a trap finder ability. So scout, okay. Throw in 2 dice.
It's a difficult test. It's an OB4 test.
OB4 test. Okay, I'm throwing 2 dice.
But this does not count against the grind because you have that sweet instinct.
So I believe someone has. Oh no, Kiki, you don't have that instinct anymore, right? For trap finding shit.
That mine was to disarm traps.
Yeah.
Okay. I will be helpful with my instincts.
Okay.
I guess for me, it's pretty much like, walking behind you, right, and complimenting you on your boulder rolling skills.
Oh, thank you, Manny. Yes, look. And he starts doing.
Lift with your knees, not with your back. Yes.
He starts doing Major Armstrong kind of deal. He has a little twinkle in his eye. Okay.
I have to admit that pose always reminds me of Snowpiercer.
Kika, are you going to be helping?
I can't help you. You're doing an instinct.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. Okay, so I'm throwing 3 dice. There's no way I'm going to be able to pass that on by myself. Is this an independent test?
No, this is yes, this is an independent test. It's against a fixed obstacle.
Okay, I'm going to drop the help dice that I'm getting, and then just to get a check. Since there's no way.
So
Oh,
you're gonna
trait?
So wait. So your friend's still helping you. You're just going to use a
Evoke
trait
trait
against
one
yourself.
negative- Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna.
And what trait are you using
gonna,
against yourself?
You're gonna throw me under the bus here, so that I take some of the blame that you do when you get a check. My God.
You both will be. Yeah.
This guy right here, unbelievable.
I'm using unwavering negatively. Like it's like, all right, Manny, I know. I'm
Yeah.
doing this really good, man. Okay, look,
Yeah.
dude. Like seriously.
When did he turn into a bro?
Yeah.
He's
What?
a minute, bro.
He's
I've
like
been-
bro.
Went to that town. I got this thing called muscle milk. It's just, it was so good.
Just chugging it, man.
Squats all day. Let me tell you about squats.
Hey,
Yeah,
squats are important.
Get
They
that
are.
booty.
All right, let's talk about what this looks like, right? Yeah, so there's definitely you're moving that rock along to where the latest cyclone kind of whisked up, right? You know, it's not like a full cyclone. It's one of those little tiny, you know, when you see leaves get kicked up in a spiral, it's like about that big of the
vacuum.
mist before. Yeah, it's a vacuum. All right.
Why
Yeah,
are
that's
you rolling
so
on
that's
your
not very
dead
great.
PC.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Shallot. Oh, it's because I am
Shallot's
shallot.
back from the dead.
Oh god.
No, that's right. Okay, so it's yeah, this was a failed scout test, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't help, so I'm exempt from the consequences.
You are exempt from the consequences, and maybe we say this from your perspective as the mists seem to envelop you as and Manny as you guys both sort of like sniff around and feel around for these traps really carefully, and then you realize like your hands are getting increasingly like weighed down into this fog, like it's pulling you down, and you're got to like rip your hands out of this fog, but then those mists of the fog bring you back down, and you guys are all kind of stuck right now in this fog. You are trapped, in other words, like it's forming binds to you, right? It is, and the tendrils seem to like keep going, and it's not stopping there, right? It's proceeding to kind of like go up your arms to your shoulders and like really keep you down.
I turn to Manny and I say, does it ever feel like the world is just keeping you down?
I actually feel it's more.
The universe
inclined.
groans.
I actually feel it's more inclined that sometimes you make bad decisions for the both of us.
Oh,
Yeah, so-
right.
Yeah, you both eat this, by the way. So
You're both eating it? What?
no, you're both eating the consequences of this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, something does trigger, and you've disrupted the what do you call it? Homeostasis of this place, I guess would be another way of putting it.
The
to
feng
be
shui.
fancy schmancy. The feng shui. And this place is acting against you. A distant
Yeah, Tim
echoes
Allen.
and reverberates around this. Yeah, Tim Allen walks out. What are you doing in the home improvement demi-plane?
Oh, shit. I'm so sorry, Tim.
No, it's this real loud like, and it just echoes right
Sound of a
in this
Gorgon
mist.
standing up in Zelda.
Yeah, actually, it's not too far off.
Yeah.
We're behind the giant Goron that makes the giant sword. Oh god, he's gonna fart.
So, you're not doing great. It sounds like something is coming your way now as footsteps from this darkness. It's honestly, it's echoing around you. It's very difficult to tell where it's coming from. As far as you can tell, there's no even exits out of this place, but it's a loud footprint. Or not footprint, but you know what I mean. Foot press. I don't know what you call it. Right. Stomp.
Minus is just gonna start like roaring back at it. He
Oh.
looks at Manny. He's like, look. If I sound bigger and badder, maybe you won't come this way. And then he starts roaring.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm
That
gonna,
doesn't
like,
work at all.
Slink back
As
and
this thing.
hide.
Yeah. So you're gonna hide, which is cool because I'm not gonna worry about making a roll or anything like that right now. But Manny, what are you gonna do as this large creature picks up its pace as Minos roars?
I mean, the damage has been done, and a 7-foot minotaur can't exactly hide in a cave filled with like oozing walls.
Yeah.
So, I will do the only thing that I can do and set up an ambush.
While you're restrained to the ground.
Oh, I'm restrained to the ground.
Yeah, these tendrils have gone over your hands, and yeah, they've trapped you like a net, right?
All right.
They have binded you to the ground.
The
The more you resist, the tighter they get.
Okay. Did we do anything like when we turned on the light? Did I see things recede by chance? Like, is this place sort of the walls forming around the distance to the light that I have?
Yeah, it's like as far as your light goes, that's kind of like where you think the wall is, but then you get closer and the wall gets further back. This place doesn't make a lot of sense.
All right, well, I'm going to put the torch to the tendrils.
Yeah, you dropped your torch, I guess, right? Like you're holding it. No, I guess you're holding on to it, right? Because as you get,
yeah, because I have torches on my belt. And,
you're holding your so you get bound and you have a torch in your hand as you're bound, and all it's doing is just glowing, and it's moving the mist away from where the light is, but it's not doing anything in particular.
Okay.
Once again, it doesn't even highlight the ground underneath you. It's like this black ground that's beneath this mist just absorbs this light. It just doesn't reflect it. It's like Vanta black, right? Yeah. This place is very disconcerting. But before you have time to contemplate the color of true darkness, a large gaunt figure, a silhouette of one, comes into your view seemingly out of nowhere. Obviously, it was the source of these footprints or these footsteps. It has your torch kind of gives it some light, and you can see that it's this very like almost emaciated thing. It's very gaunt, right? And it's got some kind of like slimy, rubbery, warty skin. It's approximately like 9 feet, 10 feet tall, right? It dwarfs even you two minotaurs. And it's sitting there licking its fingers and goes, "Whoa, what are you doing here?"
Oh, not much, actually. We've seemed to have stuck ourselves in the floor.
Oh, look how cute it looks, Manny. It looks so adorable.
It sniffs the air and goes,
Oh, I'm sorry about my body odor. I've been told about that before.
It's all of our minor man smell.
I like to eat smart things, but in this case, I'll make an exception.
Oh, you like smart things? Our boss is really smart.
And it goes, "Ooh, boss?"
Yes.
And starts licking its teeth. As it does so, you see increasingly like rows and rows of fang teeth.
Has it got any belts on it? Is it carrying
its mouth?
Or like
no, it's completely naked. Once again, it's warty, and it's got thin little bits of hairs on its back, like very like pale that you can see in the light. I think the biggest thing about it is that it has very huge black eyes. Like its eyes are completely pitch black. You can see the little bits of light reflecting on them, but its mouth is kind of like its mouth bisects its face, right? Like goes from like this side to the middle, and it's just like.
When you do so that,
the best meal.
All I can think of is Grendel from Beowulf.
Yeah, it's very close to like that. I think it's a pretty apt analogy. Okay. And so it gets excited about your boss and says, "Oh, where? Oh.
How about we make a trade? Can we trade with you?"
He goes, "No trades. Just give me the boss." Oh my god!
I mean, if you don't
trade
with us, I mean, we can't give you the boss. It's tit for tat. You know what I'm saying?
and it slams its feet on the ground and says, "No traits. You enter my home. No traits."
And I slam my foot back. It's like, no trade, no boss, no food. You
right,
starve.
Let's haggle. Or let's make a roll here. Let's talk about what this could be.
We get like the anime haggling fucking mini game that shows up.
And Velton, you are still hidden, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I think maybe it having a chance to find you might be on the table if you fail this, right? Seems pretty reasonable. But yeah, it doesn't know that you're here because it's totally distracted with these minotaurs, right? So let's talk about this. Yeah, Minos and Melt, Manny. Let's fucking do this. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's this for all intents and purposes. This is a troll.
Okay.
You are in a troll's lair.
Throw
And
fire.
you know what they
at it.
say about trolls?
Yeah.
You're
Don't
not
feed
supposed. Yeah, don't feed the troll.
Yeah.
All right. So, is this just a conflict? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think this is going to be a roll. This might devolve into a conflict of some kind based on what happens, right? But like right now, it's telling you that it just wants to eat you, and right now, and you're like, no, let's make a deal.
Okay.
Right? And you're trying to get its attention to listen to negotiate, basically.
All right.
Right.
I will make this roll.
Okay.
Mostly because I have wisers that are actually appropriate to the situation for the first time ever. And I will try and persuade this beast to not eat me.
Yeah. So for all intents and purposes, I don't think you've ever been a troll before, but you're getting a pretty there's not really a lot to know about a troll other than it's fucking hungry, right? And you've been in this spot before with horrible apples and you being in jewels. Yeah,
probably like other gladiators and stuff like that. Convincing them to like changing like who fights who in order to have a better fight or an easier fight.
Yeah.
And you convince a dumb one to do things like
exactly. This thing's not very smart, right?
I feel
thinks
like
with its stomach.
I feel like it wouldn't even be that far of a stretch. Are there half breeds of trolls in this world?
No.
Are they? Or so would it be a stretch to say a troll could have been captured and made to fight in the Colosseum, kind of like a tiger and stuff, like a lion?
It would be really hard to do because they have a very significant drawback.
Okay.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Is this a versus?
This is like a troll in the sense of 3 hearts and 3 lions troll, if that helps. I'm letting you guys know this because like I think it might be fun if you know these references and know what a troll is so you can role play better. But if you'd rather me not do that,
I don't know the reference. I'm sorry. So
okay, that's fine.
So is what is this a versus test?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a versus test. You're gonna try to. I guess maybe no. Yeah, no, it's gonna be versus. It's gonna be versus. It's gonna be against its own nature here of wanting to devour you.
Okay,
right? But it likes tricks.
Just out of curiosity, here, Eric,
right?
Would you agree that it's within my nature to be mistrusting of this creature?
Oh yeah, right.
Okay.
I mean, first off, you never met one, so you're probably mistrusting of things like that. Especially, you should be mistrusting of things that want to eat you.
Okay, great. So
that's
I
very
can add
reasonable.
my nature to this. Now, if I add my nature,
you should have by default be mistrusting of things that will eat you.
If I add my nature to this with Persona, can I then re-roll with Persona later?
Yes, like Persona for failures.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So
those are 2 valid things to do.
Okay, so there's not limited on how much Persona you can spend per roll. Got it.
No. So like that's what it looks like mechanically, right? Mm-hmm. So like so it's like no deals.
Well, I mean, you do look like someone who doesn't need to make deals, obviously. I mean, look at you. You're like the deal master, but what I'm saying is that it's not so much a deal and more like we could get you food faster if we weren't stuck in this ground.
Deal master, yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. And yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I'm spending a persona.
It goes between Steve Buscemi and an impetulant child and a ravenous ghoul.
Yeah. So
That's what it orbits around, its personality. The
now,
touchstones.
are you helping with this, Minos?
Yeah, I'm like right next to you. I'm like trying to be like. He's like, no deal, and I'm like, yeah, deal. Yeah, if you want us, you're gonna have to deal.
Okay.
You bring me boss, and I let you go.
Yes. Well, we need to get out of this ground to bring you the boss. You know, like that. So
No one goes. No one goes without riddles.
without riddles.
Dealmaker is also king of riddles.
Okay. So persuading this creature to pull us out of the ground first.
Yeah.
So 2 and
Yeah.
4 with my nature.
Yeah. Now it's like, no tricks. Wanjin knows tricks. So yeah. So I'm gonna roll my dice too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm ready for a riddle conflict. I'm.
Okay. Interesting.
We tie.
Well, hold on to your butts, Mr. Buttman.
Yeah.
I am going to. I will. Do I spend a persona and re-roll them and then re-roll my fate? I think I'll do that.
Right. Like, yeah.
So my aha moment is when Minos helped with his angry gruff exterior, my aha moment was to calm him down even more with some soothing platitudes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Like no. Let's be gentlemen about this.
Let's be noble creatures and let the riddle and
now soothing platitudes is like, yes, boss, right away, boss. Your ideas are the best, boss. Right. So like, what do you do?
No, that is a fantastic idea. We will definitely make it so that it is much easier to consume and eat our boss. As as we said, very tasty, very rotund.
You watch while you're saying that stuff, like you see its stomach like get bigger and like contract and twist on its gaunt frame. Like it's like excited. Like that's what it's doing right now. It's like, oh, like its stomach cannot wait to eat this. Trolls are disgusting, by the way.
All right. Then I will spend a fate to reroll that 6 then, since I didn't get any successes.
Yeah. You see that it's eating its hairs. Remember I said how those clear hairs? It's like eating them, right? Just constantly. Like it constantly is eating. Huzzah! Your fucking last roll, right? And it's like, no, I don't think I will let you. I think I'm going to eat all of you. but winter is soon coming. Her above there. You have no idea what he's referencing there, but
I'm nodding in agreement.
Yeah, and he goes, And with winters our trolls must sleep and return. I must bring riddles. Or Wanjin won't be king for long. Very well. And so it was like there was like that dramatic patience, right? Before like it says like but winter will soon be here and Wanjin must have riddles.
Wait, if we give you riddles, you'll let us go?
I mean, I've already succeeded the persuader check. Don't make it any harder, Alex.
So as far as I know, your terms for this persuader test was to basically let you get out of your binds to like talk to them, right?
Yes.
So now it's like, okay, now tell me. So that's where we're at right now. Okay, so the next thing it's going to do is going to be like, sweet, now that I let you go, let's talk about giving me that boss and let's get on these riddles. Right? Like that's
so
you are disloyal to your boss.
Minos is like, all right,
No good.
I'll give
good.
you I'll give you riddles. If you can beat me in a game of riddles, I'll give you my boss. I know exactly where she is.
No, it roars at you. Minos being like, "No, I let you go. I freed you. You give me boss now. Then we do riddles.
All right.
I think best with my stomach digesting.
Of course. All right. Part of our
What do you
deal was we told you where your boss is. Our boss is. Our boss is here.
And it looks at you, right, like puzzled, and it goes, Cowman's funny. No, tell me where the boss is though.
No, he's 100% in fact correct. Our boss is in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now show Wanjin. Show me where boss is now.
Whoa.
I'll like
that was part of the deal.
I'll do like my arms like that, and I'll be like, "There you go."
And I'll do the other direction, the opposite way.
All right. Well then, by doing that, it's going to look around and start sniffing you out, Belton. Right? I mean, right now it's not doing riddles; it wants to eat you. It's like, I will find your boss then. Stupid cow man. And it starts lumbering around looking for you.
What was it that we triggered when we got stuck in the thing?
A pressure plate.
Okay.
I failed
in the darkness.
I failed the trap roll. I pushed the boulder and I missed the pressure plate, and I guess I walked forward and I hit the pressure plate. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Or the boulder wasn't heavy enough to activate it.
Now that he's sniffing around, is there any way that we can find a way to get an advantage on this person or this troll if we have to kill it?
What do you mean?
Well, is there a way that we can say, I don't know much about trolls in the sense of the word, if they're traditional, if they're like, if it's they hate fire or whatever, but like, is there a way that we can... I don't know.
They do.
They do?
They hate fire, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a game. Trolls absolutely hate fire, right? That's right.
Okay. Is there a way that we can, I guess...
This thing still... You don't know how to get out of here, right? You don't know where this thing came from. You don't know how to get out of here.
Wait, so it came from just the pitch black, is what you're saying?
Yeah, you don't know which way he came. I mean, you can try running that way and see what happens, right?
Okay.
But yeah, in the meantime, you're kind of bamboozling this troll right now as it's going to go look for Velton, right? Unless you're able to do something to like convince him to do riddles or something like that, it's going to try to find Velton and start eating him.
I look over at Manny and I see, hey, trolls hate fire, right?
I assume so.
How about,
I hate fire. So.
Yeah.
I hate fire too. Fire's bad, man.
Yeah.
Only we can prevent forest fires. But what if I distracted it and you came up behind it and lit it on fire?
With what? I don't have my pack.
Damn. Mr. Troll.
Yes, and it's like starting to like look around for Velton.
How about this? Right. We held up our end of the bargain, but I will propose to you another deal. We'll play a game of riddles. For every riddle you get correct, I'll give you a hint where our boss is.
It sneers and says, deal.
Good. Right.
And for every riddle that you get wrong...
Yeah. For every riddle you get wrong, you tell us how to get out of here. You give us a hint on how to get out of here. We'll do 3 riddles. If you can guess the answer to our 3 riddles, then we'll tell you where the boss is. If we answer your 3 riddles, you tell us how to get out.
That sounds like a persuade test to convince it to do this. Right, to agree to those terms, because otherwise it wants to change the terms, right?
Okay. I'll throw dice at that.
Cool. Well, it's not good at negotiating, so it's not gonna be great.
Wait, what are we using here?
Persuader.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like since I'm the one who actually proposed the game of riddles,
No, you can make the roll.
Yeah. I don't have persuader, but I'll throw dice at it. Persuader. I feel like I'm being.
I'm helping with an instinct die, by the way.
Yeah. I feel like I'm also being mistrusting of this troll because I feel I can sense that he wants to change the terms, and that makes me want to drive home my my point even further.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to spend a persona to
Tap your nature.
Tap my nature, but it doesn't go down because it's in my nature, right?
Correct.
And then I am going to
Use your nature for this roll, or learn persuader.
I'm going to use my nature for this roll.
Got it. Okay.
So
Yours
so
was
I'm
like
gonna
6 though, right?
mine's 5 because it went down by 1 because I taxed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Well,
5
that's
out
good.
of 6. So I'm rolling 6 die. And how many dice is he rolling?
You're rolling 7 die because I'm helping.
Oh no, I'm rolling 6 die. That's 5 plus your help.
Oh, right. Got it.
It rolls 8 dice.
It rolls 8 dice.
Yeah. Its nature is 8.
I'm going to use unwavering. Positively.
Okay. So if you're using your nature, you have 5 dice. You get 1 for help. You're going to use a trait, and then you're also tapping your nature for an extra 5 dice.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah.
I
'cause
actually-
you're tapping
okay.
your nature and you're
Yeah.
using your nature instead of learning the skill. So you
So
can
I'm
learn. So you can do it the other way, where you learn the skill, and you would get 1 dice from that, right?
Yeah.
And then you tap your nature and you add that nature to it, so you'd be getting 7 dice on that.
but if I do it the way that I'm doing, I'm rolling 10 dice.
You're rolling
And
11
11.
dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
11
what's more
plus your-
important, learning persuader or getting what you want in this instance?
Getting what I want because I don't want to. I am persuading him because I'm trying to protect my master.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
So 10, 11, and okay, I'm ready to roll when you are.
Me too.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, you fucking wrecked me. Fine. Yes. Fine. Just I want to eat this boss of yours.
I'm all
I have a
right.
question.
Yes.
Can I use my Elven Lorewise to help with riddles with the flavor that I told him riddles whilst camping in the past, and he's using those riddles?
Fuck yeah. That sounds amazing.
Yes.
That sounds super good, actually. So in a way, yeah, it might sound weird because we might do a conflict here, we might not. I'm not sure. But like, yeah, you helping here would be really good. But yeah, let's do some riddles.
Okay.
Cool. Can I do
I have
riddles
one.
as well? Because I like riddles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a riddle as well.
Okay, well, there's
All
3
right.
riddles. Everyone gets 1 riddle.
All right.
All right.
Right. So a riddle test, just so we know, right? A trick or riddle conflict, it's to roll disposition is manipulator, and you add it to will, right? Believe it or not, to attack with a riddle is to manipulate, right? To lie, to deceive. To defend is lore master, right? Your ability to recall facts and be smart. To feint is manipulate, and to maneuver is lore master, which is kind of like I imagine what this looks like, right? Would be defending, would be recalling things to get the right answer. I don't know what a feint would be. A feint would be like literally like not a real riddle, right? Or I'm not even sure. Like a really fucking all or nothing riddle.
Oh no,
we don't
a feint.
say riddles then, do we?
I know. Well, you can, right? We can totally roleplay doing them, but you don't. It also doesn't require you to be like a fucking riddle person.
Oh,
right.
Oh,
but we can. Like I know we can totally do that,
Yeah.
right? If you lay out an attack, we can do riddles.
Right. So,
but
this is I feel like this is all based off of Riddles in the Dark, that chapter of The Hobbit.
Yeah.
The feint is basically what's in my pocket. That's not a riddle. What's in?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, it's more like a question than it. So I don't know.
It's not like a riddle's rigidly defined either.
This is true.
What's in his nasty little pockets?
Yes.
But so okay.
So my manipulator is non-existent and my will is 2, so it would.
My manipulator is 2. I could actually do our disposition. I don't know if Velton should do the disposition because she's hiding.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not in this conflict. I'm hiding.
Look, I really like the
I'm just
idea that
helping.
I really like this idea that this entire like conflict is done by like Velton is basically solid snaking around this troll as you guys are trying to talk to it to get it to stop, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what's going on in my head right now.
Deal magic baubles to transport us out.
Yeah. So Velton, fucking survive, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So So that was cool.
You see a strange cardboard box moving behind the troll.
What's that? I don't know. Cardboard hasn't been invented.
But and before we jump into this conflict, everybody should be losing fresh because the grind has ticked over.
Okay.
Oh, we never actually used fresh.
I already lost
sucks.
fresh.
Yeah.
So what happens to me?
Oh,
Hungry, thirsty,
well, you become hungry. Yeah, you can do hungry, thirsty. But
Okay.
if you have your pack, you can recover it.
I do, and I have preserved rations, so I'm going to just eat one right quick.
You're just shoving food in your face
wanna-
while you're telling riddles.
You want to give one to Manny?
No,
Manny's
I
pack's
was,
missing.
I was fresh, so I don't need to eat.
No, you're hungry and thirsty now.
No, I was fresh still.
You were fresh, and now the grind has ticked down. You lose fresh. You become hungry and thirsty.
I'll toss some of my clove of garlics, my ring of garlics.
You lost fresh because you got hungry and thirsty.
Correct.
Oh,
That new car smell is gone.
right. Okay.
And Kika, you're also hungry and thirsty.
No, I have food.
Okay, you eat your food. You're solid snake eating a granola bar.
So
And it's the ones with like the really loud wrapper. It goes.
What is that abominable racket?
candy wrapper. Next riddle.
Damn it! Yeah, I didn't know. False. We didn't begin yet. You didn't say that. You
So,
lie.
Can I? Is it possible to eat the garlic? Is that fine? Is that
Yeah, you can eat that
you
garlic.
just have
Fuck yeah, you eat that
garlic-ass
garlic.
breath.
okay?
Yeah, you got fucking sweet ass garlic breath. But yeah, you
Okay.
eat the whole fucking thing of garlic.
Also, can you drink water skins to get rid of hungry?
Yeah.
Thirsty? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, so let's do this riddle.
So instead of doing the garlic, I'll just drink the water skin.
Do you have a water skin?
I do.
Is it on your pack? Is it on your belt?
Yes,
Not
it
your
is.
pack?
Yeah, in the skin section.
Yeah, never mind. You can do that. Works for me.
Skin is permanently affixed to your belt.
All right. So let's talk about leaders and goals and disposition and all that stuff.
Okay. Our goal is to. Our goal is to win the battle of riddles and
That's
find a way
assumed.
out. Well, yeah.
What do you get for winning the conflict?
We get
Right.
the directions
Hints.
out of this
Yeah,
place.
we get directions out.
Yeah. And if he wins, we tell him where Velton is.
Oh.
It's assumed that we know, but I mean, like, we don't. like our backs were turned when Velton hid, so Velton could be anywhere.
So you want to get the directions out of here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Could ask for more.
And gold.
And gold. Okay, so he wants gold as well. Watch, we win, and Eric turns around and pulls a GM move like, it's a troll. It has no gold.
No, I mean, I think on your way out, you might stumble onto something or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll be like, the treasure was friendship the whole time.
Damn,
Woo.
I love friendship.
Friendship is magic.
The goal, obviously, the goal of the troll is to do that and also find and capture Velton.
What page is the thingy on in this?
Conflict handout 1.
Wait, so if they lose, the troll automatically finds and captures Velton?
We have to tell him where you are.
Yeah,
but it's assumed.
But no,
that
it would go to it looking for you, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems pretty reasonable.
So trick or riddle attacks are manipulators, defends are lore masters, feint is manipulator, maneuver is lore master. And for disposition, it's roll manipulator, add will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is a preset disposition for a troll, for a riddle. Yeah. Get to riddle with trolls, everybody.
Fuck yeah. All right. Well, the fact that 2 minotaurs are fighting a battle of riddles, this is gonna be a hard won battle. I can't use any traits in disposition,
No,
right?
you
It's
can.
just
You totally can.
okay.
But here's the thing, like the only thing that disposition doesn't do is it doesn't add towards a skill check. So you can't like, get an extra tick in manipulator because you did a disposition check.
So I'm rolling 2 for manipulator, and I have 1 help from Manny.
Yep. Velton, you're not in this encounter, yeah?
I am not, because I am
so,
hiding.
Yep. Then it's
But
only my
she's
help.
she's
I'm
helping
helping.
us with elven lore wise when we make our riddles.
Yes.
Mhm.
So on the assumption that she taught us these riddles. So 3 plus 2, that's 5. That's not that bad. That's 3 under him.
I mean, you got all your dice successes, so
Yeah.
that's something.
Yeah. I mean, it's about as good as you can hope for, right?
I mean, you could have put your nature in there too, but
I'm out of persona.
there you go.
So
Womp. Okay.
all right. So it's just the Minibros versus the troll. I think we're both going to get 2.5 HP each.
No, it's
And
it's,
Velton, and
can't do
we're gonna have it
bonus.
as Velton is helping through callbacks to riddles. Is
Yes.
that the plan? Okay. Sorry that you're not in this one. Nice and proper, right?
That's fine.
I like this riddle, but I think this is going to be the doozy.
Is there
riddle.
any weapons that help with riddle tests? Or any like stuff that can help with us at all?
Let's check.
That's a good question.
Conflict handout, weapons.
Probably.
I really hate the
um,
bookmarks in this fucking system, by the way, can I say?
Yeah, I know. They're
Riddle.
Oh, that's a
A-
cool Minotaur.
Okay, actually, there's
So if you have a proper riddle equipped to say one, you get an additional die and additional success.
Oh,
But you must actually tell a riddle.
right.
I actually have a
Same.
couple riddles.
same here.
Oh, that's
A
good.
material clue. You get 2 dice to maneuver test, but you also must have a material clue. And if you have the answer to the riddle, you must have an answer. You must have the answer to the riddle, and you get additional 2 dice to defend.
Now, hold up, because this happens a lot in riddle
Wait,
games.
could you repeat that? Sorry.
Right. So if you have an actual riddle,
Yeah.
and so if you want to tell a riddle, you get an attack, a +1 die to attacking, and a +1 success to attacking. If you have the answer to a riddle.
Oh, the one that you say? Okay.
No, the answer to the other person's riddle. So like you're defending against it, right?
Yeah. Like a riddle
then you would get
then that we defend against. Okay.
Yeah. And if you use defend against it, you get an additional 2 dice to success. Or excuse me, not 2 dice, +2 success. Right. All right, hold on. What's up? What's up, Zippy?
There, a lot of times in like riddle battles, I guess, somebody will say an answer to the riddle that makes sense, but it's not the riddler's answer.
Yeah.
You know? So I know that kind of takes care of itself with the rolls, but like if I have an answer to your riddle, but it's not your answer, do I still get the +2 successes? As long as it makes sense to the riddle?
Yeah, as long as it's a valid answer. That makes sense.
Okay.
Because they might like it better or something like that. You don't know.
Yeah.
But you also got to win, right? Okay.
Yeah. Sweet.
Cool. So let me get my cards ready.
All right. I'm going to attack.
So is it just myself and Manny? Minos.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, 3?
You put down 3 cards, yeah.
Yeah, we have to put down 3 cards. So one of us is going twice.
All right. Okay. Well, you're the one that can actually make manipulator rolls, so I assume that you're going twice.
Okay. I will.
So you can have the 3 health and I'll have the 2.
All right. Do you want to do attack, defend, attack, or do you want to do?
Well, that assumes that I would know. Oh, sorry. The answer to a riddle.
We could do it attack, attack, defend, or attack, defend, defend.
I think attack, defend might be the best way to do it.
Okay.
Because, you have the rolls for both attack and defend. You have Lawmaster, right?
Do I have Lore Master? No, I do not.
I have Lore Master.
Yeah, but you're not in this fucking role.
And I know the answers to many riddles, so...
Okay, well, do you want to come out of the shadows and help us?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, shit. How easy is it to learn a thing? It's nature, yeah? The lower the nature
No,
score?
to learn yeah, exactly. The lower your current nature, the easier it is to learn things.
Right, okay.
Your maximum current nature is what I should say.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'll just do attack, I guess.
Okay, I put him down like that.
Okay.
So if you flip them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect. So who wants to start this riddle? Off?
I'll do.
Okay.
So I actually have a riddle. The riddle is I can fill a room or just one heart. Others may have me, but I cannot be shared. What am I?
And cool. I think Wanjin is stumbling over this one. Like, Cowman, that's a good one. Let me think. Cannot be shared. In the heart. Can fill a room, but cannot be shared. Obviously, it must be the glory of battle. Right?
But you can share the glory of battle. I shared with my battle brother Manny every day.
Impossible. It roars. Okay, and mine is this one is for you, you simple-minded cowman. Like this one. What is at the end of a rainbow?
What is at an end of the rainbow? Well, of course you want me to say a pot of gold, but I don't think that's true. What is at the end of the rainbow? The other side of the rainbow.
Not even close, cowman. Not even close. If your boss who spent less time hiding and more time teaching you, you would know it's the letter W.
Very good.
Let's roll our dice.
Okay.
Don't forget to add my help dice.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my help dice.
So, I have manipulator. I get +1 dice because we had a riddle prepared. And I get 2 help from Velton and Manny. And it's not my nature to riddle because I'm no longer a halfling. So, okay. It's a versus.
No, it's independent.
Oh yeah, because attack versus attack is independent. Right. Cool. 3, 2, 1.
Well, I got 6 successes.
That's it. Conflict over.
I got 3 successes.
Conflict over.
Right. So, I win, but you get a compromise. 6 out of 8.
Oh yeah, the perfect compromise. I couldn't answer his riddle, but he couldn't answer mine. The answer to my riddle was loneliness.
Now I want to tell a riddle.
Fine.
God damn it.
So now, yes. Well, hold on. Well, let's talk about what the compromise is, right?
Okay.
So I'm waiting to hear what you guys want to get from me.
Well, I mean, the original deal was that we would get a hint as to where we would leave, but we didn't get one either. So a stalemate, maybe, is what the answer to that would be. I don't know, like, or maybe, maybe he gets, I don't know. I don't know.
Perhaps you learn how to find out how to get out of here.
Okay, and we tell them where Velton is.
Yeah.
And Minos says, "All right, you want to know where our boss is? We don't know."
And I think before it gets upset, right? Before that, it would go, "You stupid cowman! The only way out of here is with a map, and I have the only one, and it's in my stomach." And yeah, and so now it's like enough, and it's gonna try. Okay, but because it got some of its goal, so you know it's in its stomach.
Mm-hmm.
The map out of here is in its stomach, but it's gonna have to try to find you, Belton. Right? It's gonna look for you, so you have to hide.
Okay.
So now it matters when you're hiding, right? Because now it's going to be looking for you. You can still try to like get it to try again, right? Like Henley and Zippy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're rolling 8 dice every time we fight this thing, though. So
yeah,
it's like the likelihood of us doing that is going to be very low.
Yeah, but suing for a compromise is very good, right? That's what. It will get closer to what it wants, but you could also get closer to what you want.
Is there a way that I can make a cook test to see if I can make it uphold its stomach?
Totally.
Yeah.
You want to
so
try
it's
to
like-
make some
it's like-
kind of make a meal to make it throw up?
Yeah.
While it's searching for me.
No,
Well,
I'll
yeah,
I'll
it's going-
convince. It's like, well, I have
Oh.
something for you, troll.
Well,
I tossed him the garlic. Have you ever?
He already ate
shoved
it.
No, I
No,
watered.
he drank water.
I drank water,
oh, that's right. That's right. So you still have that garlic. Yeah.
and I still
Have
have
you
my
ever-
garlic too.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like troll. I have something for you.
What? Not now. I'm busy.
How about I cook you a meal?
Very well. Start cooking as I find your boss. And it's gonna. So like, I think the order of operations though is that it's gonna do it. It's gonna try to find you, Belton, first, because that's what its goal was for the conflict.
Mhm.
And so I think it's fair that it tries to hunt you down, first before it goes to the cook.
Sure.
Right.
Am I allowed to both use a trait negatively and tap my nature?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Hiding is in your nature, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So, how would I use this?
Yeah.
Maybe liminal I could use against myself, because being from like being half elf, half human and traveling around a lot, I've heard a lot of different stories, and like especially like about things like trolls and stuff, and they're all just sort of flooding my head so much that I can't quite sort them out. So I'm not exactly sure what is the best course of action for hiding against a troll, because like I'm remembering weird stories from like way off lands about like what they think are the best ways of dealing with trolls, and it's just like too much information to sort of sort through.
Yeah, you're torn about what to do.
Yeah.
I'll allow that.
But I'm also going to spend a persona to tap my nature.
Yeah, to hide.
Yes.
That sounds good.
So that, yeah. And is there any way I'm getting help?
I'm always
Um,
helping. I'm distracting him
Yeah.
with the scent of food being cooked.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do I have any? You're hiding.
Yes, I'm hiding.
What's the skill that's using again?
I'm using my nature.
You're using your nature.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my nature and help her, because my nature is literally to serve her. So I want to say that I see her out of like the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh wait, what's that over there? Oh my God! By the great papyrus, what is
So
that?
manipulate?
Yeah.
So you're helping with manipulate?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'd allow that.
Okay. And it's versus, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be, yeah. Okay.
Because it's going to be looking for you versus you hiding.
Yep.
Well, that's a fucking good roll. Holy shit.
It's
Yeah,
hard
so
to not roll well when you're
Right.
rolling like 12 dice.
yeah. Well, it literally, it can't find you, right? And so now it's getting really upset and being like, enough of this trickery. I'm so hungry. Ah!
What do you have in your satchel, Minos?
I have a grappling hook. I have a ring of.
You're going to feed it a garlic lace grappling hook?
And then you can just pull the
Get
map out with it.
Get the map out.
No, I'm probably gonna cook it stone soup.
So I have a grappling
Stone
hook.
soup?
I have
Yeah.
a garlic. I have preserved rations that
Yeah.
you could probably use to mix in with the soup.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll use one of the preserved rations.
Okay.
I'll have I'll cook. So how do you spike soup? Because like, would my success dictate that it is in fact like harmful to eat? If that's what I'm trying to do.
You're just trying to make something that doesn't agree with his stomach to make him upchuck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm presume is cooking.
Yeah.
Slip your underwear in there and boil it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
The loincloth of the Minotaur. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have no idea what would make a troll sick, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Put
really-
something that
Oh, you know what I
could-
actually do when it's got its back turned? I take the shield that I've got and I knock off one of the tip of my horns, which is like, you know, got like dried blood and disgusting things on it. And I put that in the soup as well. So now I have like
trolls like that, so I'm not sure that's gonna work, my dude.
What?
Trolls like eat children, like raw. I'm not
was
sure.
gonna suggest put some
gonna-
of the
just gave-
old rotting halfling from.
I do have
yeah.
shallot still on my shield.
Okay, yeah.
No, you don't. You don't have shell on your shield anymore. You left that shit in town. Remember?
Yeah.
You gave him a burial.
No, I didn't. I dropped
Yes,
them
you
right in
did.
front of the gate.
And then they buried him.
Yeah, they're not. You don't have shallot here.
Oh, damn.
Okay then. Well, I don't know what I
yeah.
can put in there.
Wait.
else.
Why not fucking shit in it?
Yeah, I mean that would. Yeah, that would definitely work.
I don't care if he's a fucking troll.
Oh
Most
my
organisms cannot eat feces.
That
I mean,
is-
there are some, but most of them.
Yeah, but
can't
we're
eat
also
feces.
dealing with gods and magic things, and you're in a different plane of dimension. So like, let's be careful about throwing out scientific facts here.
Do you have lantern oil?
Yeah, that's fucking a very good idea.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have any lantern oil? Menace.
No.
I have
You guys are-
lantern oil.
Okay.
And
Do
I
you
have
want-
candles.
Do you want to make a check to see if you can silently toss it to us,
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
like an underhanded
Right.
toss, and then
Yeah.
like the failure is we drop it and like the troll
No,
sees.
well, tell me how you're able to hand this off without being noticed. Describe this thing first, and I'll tell you if there's a roll needed or not. All right, let's play this game the way it's supposed to.
okay.
Right. So it's looking for you. It doesn't know where you are. You know all of a sudden that your friends are trying to. You've been listening this whole time. They're like trying to buy you time. They're trying to make a meal for this thing to get you time, just so we can figure out how to get out of here. What do?
I was just pressed up against Maney's back the whole time.
Yeah, and it
She
does this
was the
thing where
backpack.
like every time it like tries to get around me, I'm like, I like move around the pot sort of thing, you know, like. So it's always I'm always facing the troll.
And that's why I can't smell you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's no roll. You just hand it to him. That's fucking hilarious.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I just reach my hand back and like an elf hand puts like a flask of oil in my hand. I'm like, and I just upended into
Thanks,
the
Felton.
fucking upended into the
Yeah.
thing.
See, that's fucking good. Yeah. So mark off oil. But no, dude, I don't think this requires a cooking test. Like, is the cooking test to get it so it doesn't notice it as it eats it? Is that the plan? Right.
Well, it's whatever. I just wanted to eat it so that it like, you know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, well, look, trolls will eat anything, so it's not a role for it to do that. So like, I'm gonna agree that eating oil is gonna make it throw up, right?
yeah.
That sounds super awesome. So let's just mark that off. No, let's make a cooking test. Let's make a cooking test to make this right. Right.
Okay.
Let's do that. But it's gonna be easy, right? Because this is a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this will be a cooking test. This is
And you
an
have
odd one. It's an odd one cooking
supplies.
test.
Odd one. Okay. Cooking.
Fuck up a meal is a difficulty test 1.
Okay. Supplies 1. Help. I assume from everyone. So.
Yeah. I mean, Dalton for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Minos was like, fine. Yeah.
Like occasionally while you're working, you like hear that like Velton whisper, no, do this. Behind your back.
I know how to fuck up a meal. God damn it. I am going to use unwavering.
No. I love this fucking cleverness, by the way. This is super good. Thank you. Like this, I'm enjoying this immensely. Listening to your guys' ideas. Kika, that was a really good idea. Hiding behind him, that was fucking perfect.
He's huge.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good idea. I didn't think of that. That's so good.
I use unwavering positively.
Yeah, you are.
I'm sure this is going to work. This is without a doubt the best idea Minotaurs have ever come up with. We will make ballads of this.
You fed oil to a troll.
Yeah, that's it.
I will write a ballad about this.
Yeah. And can I use... so what can we use checks for in the thing? Just when we're camping, we can do tests and stuff like that?
Yep. Okay. You test to repair, all that kind of shit.
All right.
But to enter the camp phase, we have to have... Someone has to have at least one check, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a check.
I have a check, too.
And do checks carry across games?
Across sessions, yes. They do not. They go away at the end of the camp phase.
So everyone...
They're not used.
Okay, got it.
Right.
I will use righteous negatively then.
So wait, you're not using... You can only use one trait a round. So you can't use one positively and one negatively. You have to choose. The only time you can use two traits is if you're using another one to break a tie.
No, this is fine. This is fine.
Yeah,
I'll use unwavering positively then. I wish to... Oh, I don't need to tap my nature. It's fine. We can just go ahead. Ob 1. Hey, all right.
Hey, yeah. And so it's like, enough, cowman, let me eat it, please. And it just grabs the scalding hot liquid, right? And just starts pouring it down its gullet, right? Just goes, wah, wah, wah. It tasted...
Be careful. Consuming food too fast can make you sick.
That's just so...
You don't like Minotaur soup?
It retches and it's like, he lied, and it like tries to like slash at you, right? But like goes over your head as it like goes over and starts puking, right? It's like, and you just see like it's like the ripples of muscles on its back, right? It's so gaunt, like you just like see it like hurling each spew. Out of its mouth comes your backpack, and and then there's definitely some kind of like paper. But it turns around and there's like icky black bile dropping from its mouth and says, "Yeah." That's what it says as it wants to attack you all now.
Cool.
But your backpack's there, your map's on the ground. What do you do?
We take a break.
Yeah. Good shit.
We take a break. All right.
Yeah, so we were fighting down this troll in the middle of the Fey world, whatever this Twilight realm is with weird mists. We had an amazing riddle contest followed by a really good trick by making some food for it to eat that's actually full of oil. And it ate it so fast that it didn't even realize it. And now it puked up some of our Minotaur's gears, actual like equipment, and as well as the map out of here. But that... standing between you and your ticket out of here is this angry troll with black bile spitting out of its mouth. It looks very upset at you. So I ask again, what do you guys do? Can't use break again. You already used that.
Fight to the death, no.
Yeah. I mean, you want to try to avoid it and like grab that shit and figure out what to do? Like, tell me what you want to do.
I want to...
Well, we're all geared up now, right? Like, we have some good stuff.
But how sturdy is this thing? Is it still throwing up?
Yeah, right. It's sickened, but like, it still wants to eat you.
How hard would it?
It's worth pointing out too that we're 1 round from the grind. So
Let's camp and invite it over for dinner.
You're not gonna fucking camp with a troll in front of you.
what I'm
not gonna
saying
let you
is,
do that.
the next time we make a skill check, we're going to have disposition minuses, right? Which is really bad. So if we're going to fight this thing, we either do it now or we don't.
I was gonna go. Okay, so it's throwing
Or
up.
escape.
Well, we don't have the map, so we
Yeah,
need
but
the
that
map.
could be part of the conflict. Is you guys trying to grab the map in the first part, right?
Yeah, I feel like I want to knock it over. I mean, he's throwing up, right? You know.
Yeah.
And he swings at Manny, who's over by the campfire. I was trying to lead it around the room to make sure it didn't find Velton. So I feel like I could probably get the drop on it while it's throwing up and like troll tip it.
What, you're gonna crouch down behind it and I'm gonna karate kick it?
Yeah. You know?
Enabling Velton to get the map. Is that the plan?
Mm-hmm.
What about my backpack? Don't forget that.
I mean, I would assume it's right next to it.
To get both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's got like, food and supplies.
Well,
and stuff
I mean,
in it.
Yeah, it's got food in it. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can call that food now. Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
It's got supplies.
Right. So let's try to knock this thing out of the way so you can go grab this thing, right? This isn't a conflict. This is just a single test, right?
Okay, but here's the thing: if we make this test and then we get into a conflict later, we're going to be in a bit of a pickle because the disposition will go down by 3.
Well, if we
No, it goes down by 1.
Really?
Hungry doesn't stack like that. It just goes down by 1. Remember?
If
If everybody's hungry, if anyone is hungry, it goes down by 1. If anyone's exhausted, right? That kind of
Okay,
shit.
so it's not so bad.
It's
Though.
not everybody. Yeah.
Right, okay. Cool.
But killing a troll is very difficult. I'll let you know that.
All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing is, what's the likelihood of us like pinning it?
You gonna wrestle the troll?
No, I mean, I got a hammer and stakes, so
this thing's bigger
That's-
than us.
You could try that.
like stake its hand to the ground, sort of thing.
What kind of stakes are these and how big are they?
I mean, they're for like climbing, but like you could totally use stakes for that.
Okay, so we're like 7 feet. How big is this thing?
Okay, because here's the
It's
thing.
like I said, it's like 10 feet tall.
We're gonna have to read a map on the run, and
With no light.
Oh, I can light another.
Well,
light.
you have a torch. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have that, and the problem is this troll knows the area. We don't. So we're gonna have to try and read the map and try and work out a way to escape while this thing's chasing us.
Question.
Mhm.
This is vomit, so it's a mixture between bile and acid. Why don't we just throw it in its face? Like if we tip it over, but we can't make it fall face forward into the vomit because that's where our shit is. But we could
Well,
tip
I
it
mean,
over.
look, if it's that
If we-
acidic, then the paper would be gone.
if we grab the paper and the backpack, we could then throw a torch into like the oily bile mixture and light it, and that might scare the troll enough for us to make a clean escape.
I'm
Yeah.
more inclined to do that than trip it and run. I think that's a better way of doing it. For sure.
Well, okay, so it's currently hunched over, vomiting onto it. So we need to get it away. So that's why I was saying we tip it over. So it's now no, it's not directly over it. So we tip it over.
Plus, it's hard to not get tipped over while you're vomiting.
It's hard. Yeah. Because your head's swimming and shit. And your equilibrium's all fucked up. So it'd probably be easier to knock
Your
him.
muscles are all spasming in your core.
Mhm.
All right,
so it's
medical
like you're-
students, calm down. Jesus Christ.
The only reason why I know that was because I puked up in the hospital one time and I was like, I almost fell over into the nurse's station.
Look, okay. So in order to go grab that shit, who's going to be the one who grabs the stuff?
Velton.
Okay.
Wait.
That's what I want to know.
What sort of skill is for grabbing it?
Well, it's going to be probably nothing to grab it. It's not a skill, but to haul it away is going to be laborer. Right?
Yeah, I don't have laborer.
I can
have
grab
criminal.
it. I can grab it. You just
Yeah,
work
it's your
on,
shit.
I'll grab all the stuff. You
you
work
can-
on lighting this torch and throwing it into this oily, viscous vomit.
Okay, got it.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah.
work. I'm just gonna charge at his legs to take his
All right.
legs out from
Sweep the
underneath him.
leg.
Well, I mean, this actually all sounds like it is a conflict, right? Let's just do a conflict real quick because it sounds like you're escaping it, and this is how you're doing it, right? So let's just wrap it up into one.
Yeah, escaping. Yeah, that's a conflict goal. Escape.
Yeah.
Escape.
Escape
Es-
out of here. All right.
Escape
Abscond.
with our things.
Escape. Escape the troll hole.
That sounds nasty.
I know.
Oh,
I'm
the
gonna leave it
troll
there.
hole.
I'm gonna leave it on the board too.
It's gonna
Wait,
show up right
is
on the
that-
stream.
Is that like a Hubba Bubba roll and you're just taking a giant bite out of it? Like a crazy person? Like, what is that?
No, it's taffy.
Okay. Because it looked like a giant ball. You know how you get like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Hubba Bubba and the rolls?
Those people are weird.
And then
You
they just
fucking
take
get-
a bite out of it? Oh.
I'm like,
It's just
you.
kind of frozen. It's partially frozen, and I'm using the wrapper to keep my hands from getting sticky.
I literally told somebody, I was like, look, it's made it's made like tape with its own dispenser for a reason. You Neanderthal, don't fucking take a
I'm
bite out
also
of
one
it.
of those people that eat Kit Kats like a fucking sandwich. You know, instead of breaking off and eating the little ones, I just take a bite out of it. Like, and people
I
were
mean,
just
that's
like,
more
"What are you doing?
understandable.
What are you doing?" I was like, "No, man." All right, sorry.
That's
Eric.
more understandable.
You're blowing my mind right now.
You could put toasted marshmallows between two Kit Kat things.
And then light it on fire, and then you have like a 5 seconds more before it just
Toasted
melts.
marshmallow Kit Kat. Fuck. Yeah, of course, because that's all the ingredients, basically.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so good. Oh,
Do you guys know what a?
but your hands get sticky. But that's okay.
Because you can lick it
Because
off.
they're gonna get sticky anyways.
Do you guys know
Eating
what a
us more.
Tim Tam is?
Yeah.
No, what is?
I've heard of
What's
a Tim Tam, but I don't know.
So
what it
it's
is.
basically a biscuit surrounded by chocolate, right?
Mhm.
And basically what you do is you get like a hot cup of tea or whatever, or coffee. It works better with coffee. You bite the two corners of it diagonally because it's a rectangle biscuit, and you suck the coffee through it. And then the insides go
Oh.
all like melty, and the outsides stay hard, and you just.
It's
Yeah.
like those. Fuck.
All right, we're getting off track.
Yeah.
How about let's fucking do this escape the troll tonight. I want to actually get this done tonight. So let's fucking can we?
Yeah. Shows like
I'm sorry,
hard
kiddos.
podcast at times.
The table
That's
talk.
I'm,
The
fi-
table
I'm, I'm cool
talking-
with it.
The table talk and die party is fucking real, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what people like about this show. Like,
Yeah, I know.
so don't hate.
cool. It's
Don't be hating too much, Eric.
Yeah. I'm not. It's just that as a GM, I actually want to get this done tonight. I want you guys. I don't want to spend the next episode in fucking
In the troll hole.
troll land.
Don't you
In the
know
troll
this
hole.
is Minotaur Z? Come on.
Maybe we should just have like a table talk segment afterwards.
No, this isn't. This is
Doesn't
more.
work that way.
This is more like fucking One Piece, where the first 10 minutes we spend reiterating what happened in the last game because it's a fucking mechanic. Anyway, Eric.
Yeah.
Let's do some disposition rolls. So who's gonna host this
Yeah.
one? It's health, right? Because it's escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either of us can do it because we have 6 health.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
My
I-
fighting is 3.
I feel like I
Wait,
kick
no. What is
off-
escape? What are we using for escape? It's not fighting, right?
to drive off pursuit to flee.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I have the wrong thing open. I think I
It's
have.
scout.
It's scout to flee.
It's to evade capture, right? So it's scout. It's scouting you out to health.
I have a scout of 2.
Scout or rider with health. Yeah. I don't have scout, so.
Okay.
Well, you chose the right conflict against it. That's all I'm going to say.
But I feel like I kicked this off
Its
because
disposition is 4.
disposition, cool. Because I feel like I'm coming in right at its calves to make it like fall back over. So
No,
I'll do
yeah,
that.
you can lead it. Yeah, you're the
Yeah,
one with
I'll-
scout.
No, also sounds like maneuver. Oh, you meant like not in terms of this action.
he's
but,
the
I'm sorry.
disposition
I
leader.
misheard what you said. I'm sorry, buddy.
yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, it works for me.
rolling for 2, and I got 2 helpers.
It makes sense. You're the one who's kicking off the action, so yeah, you're the captain in a way, and literally kicking off the action. So yeah.
2. We're at a disposition of 8. We have 4 on it.
Well, you got to roll.
I did.
Oh shit, you did, and you add your health to it, which is really
6.
good.
Yeah,
that's pretty
Do
good.
you have any fate?
Right, so,
no, I don't. I didn't get any fate because we forgot to do goals last session.
yeah.
Actually, no. I thought I did have a fate.
I'm bad at this game. What can you say?
Oh no, I didn't.
I forgot
there
that.
was
I
no
really
traps.
I did kind of screw you guys over for that session. I'm sorry about that.
I would have 1 persona if we did a goal.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna try to do this.
All right.
And then it's gonna do a little bit of this, and then maybe even a little bit of this.
Why don't you get rid of that last minotaur there, bruh?
Well, we trust Velton so much we turned her into a minotaur.
Honorary minotaur.
She's looking like one of those awkward Tauren from World of Warcraft.
Yeah. God. All right. What are you guys gonna do? What's your order? My cards are down.
So
I'll do a maneuver. I'm gonna throw a maneuver down to power Manny. And I have a sword too.
Yeah, scout or rider is the only attack options that we have.
Really?
Yep. Defend, you can defend with health. So why don't you attack?
Okay.
And I defend.
Velton, what's your scout? Scout is 0.
Do you have rider?
I feel like rider is such like a niche skill. I feel like you have to be a horseman to actually have rider.
Oh, you can ride a minotaur.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm like I feel like your character would have to have something to do with riding, you know?
No, okay, you know what? Let's actually do that. Why don't we do you do your thing? You maneuver.
Do you
I
want to get a
scout,
check on it?
and I'll try and learn it, yeah.
Okay.
Because I can learn things fairly easily.
Now maneuver.
What weapon do I have? I have a
you open
spear,
up
right?
conflict
Spear
handout
helps
1.
with... God.
I can tell you that. Spear helps with +1 to maneuver, bypasses leather armor, +1 to defend in narrow corridors.
And what's a shield do?
A shield gives you +2 to defense. Period. That's all it does.
Yeah. +2 dice to defend.
And you know what? Fuck it. No, take it back. I'll do defend.
Okay.
Defend. Yeah.
I'll do attack, and then I'll say that my sword's dice is going to be for attack.
Here's something to consider. So this stuff kind of falls under, I think, a chase conflict. So here are the things that can help you out, right? Having a good dirty trick gives you an additional success to feint. I mean, the other ones are locals where you don't have a local to help you. A map would give you additional die to disposition, but you're kind of getting that right now, so you don't really have that. But then the right tools would give you additional success on attacking. But what that could be is having the proper equipment, which I don't think you guys have per se.
No. I mean, I have a shield, but that's about it, really. So.
No. Right. So you're gonna push him.
I'm thinking about it.
Well, I mean, so attack, defend is scout or health, and feint and maneuver is scout or health.
Yeah, I have.
Well, I mean,
4, so that would be
the best.
the best.
So why don't you set up a maneuver for the next one then, the next turn?
Yeah.
Or do another defend. It's up to you. But I think a maneuver for the next round might not be a bad idea.
8.
8.
8.
Or just do 4 damage to him in the first round.
Yeah, that works too.
Well, let's see. Let us see. So my sword's bonus is going to give me +1 die to attack rolls. Because I have a Minobro sword.
No, you don't do it like that. You say what the skill is, I believe, right?
Yeah, you're using the skills of the conflict.
So you add
attacking. Yeah.
So your sword will help with scouting.
Okay.
Right.
I thought it was just implied.
I know.
Yeah.
So what's happening here is this, right? When you attack in a chase conflict, it's you're directly trying to run away. That's what attacking does. Right?
Yeah.
Defending is trying to like it's basically like either hiding, right? Or like circling back around, giving you so you're not necessarily getting closer to escaping. You're just trying to give yourself more time and distance between people.
I'm defending the troll from picking up the gear, and I'm picking up the gear.
Yeah, you're preventing it from trapping you, less than you making progress towards escaping. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm knocking him over to slow him down. So that's 2 for scout, 2 for people helping, +1 from my sword. So I'm rolling 5 dice.
Ooh, it's independent.
Not great.
All right. Fainting is independent with defend, yeah. So
no,
fainting goes through.
Faint trumps defend.
Really?
Yeah, because you're defending and he throws pocket sand in your face.
Yeah. You try to lose him and it comes up behind you. So my advice to you is to really make sure you win this roll.
So I'm looking at this rat though, but and the action table and defend and feint put together has an I in it.
Yeah.
That's independent then, right?
Both actions occur separately, but a defense in a feint. No, wait. Are you looking at feint and defend at the action table? It's a dash through it.
No, defend and feint together.
All right.
Okay, that's weird how the table doesn't work in both directions like that.
Yeah. The table's kind of confusing.
It's not a good table. That is not a good table.
Look, I know. Well, this is you, right?
So if I'm defending and then he's... why doesn't it work in all... Like, that's so weird. Anyway.
Because they have different effects based on who you are, right?
Sure.
No, that makes sense because if you do a feint, you roll an independent roll.
Yeah, but if you look at it
defense.
from the other way, right? If I'm defending, right, so I go across the top and then I go down to feint, it's like, oh, it's independent.
Is it easier to read if you are at the top than you are on the side?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's do it that way then, right? It's the same words. It's just you have to pick one side.
So if I defend and I go down to what my opponent's doing, which is feinting, it's independent.
No, that doesn't make sense at all if you go from the top, because if you look at feint and you go down to defend, it's a line through it. That's saying
if I feint and the opponent defends, it's a line through it.
Oh, so no, you have to read it like your action is to the left and right. That's the problem. That's all.
Yeah. See what I mean? It's a weird table. Yeah. It's a weird fucking table.
So this is you.
Yeah,
you are over here.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
So if I defend... and he feints. Yeah, that's so weird. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Scout. Hold on, I messed up because I'm going to use a trait positively because I haven't used a trait positively yet.
Okay.
I'm going to use Scarred positively. Like, I know that this is a giant troll. I know this is bigger than me, and I know that it's probably going to not end well if it catches us, but I'm going to, suck it up, show some bravery, and I'm going to go sweep the legs.
You can tap your nature.
I don't have any fate or persona.
Don't forget to factor in our help.
Yep, I did. So I'm throwing 6 die at this.
Okay.
3.
2.
You sure you don't have a fate you can throw at that, man?
No, I don't, because we didn't have any traps last game, and we didn't do a goal last game either. So.
All right. You
Wait.
push it over.
How did we lose?
Oh shit! No, you should be. I wrote 2 as in like -2. You're at 6. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, Eric.
Yeah.
You're
I'm a
doing
dummy.
a zippy and cheating slightly.
Cheating slightly because, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you have 1 disposition left, I presume. By the way, we forgot to write that out last time too. We were doing the mouse guard lazy way.
Oh, you mean so it would be split evenly.
3 out of 3, 3 out of 3, and then somebody has 2 out of 2.
Yep.
Who has 2 out of 2?
Velton.
Yeah, I'll take the 2 out of 2.
I'm sorry. Did you want the 3 out of 3? I'll take the 2 out of 2. Fuck it. Give me the 2 out of 2.
But then you'll be unconscious.
I mean, that's the only reason why I took the 3 out of 3, because I'm like,
All right, you're 0 out of 2. You're the conflict captain. You get to decide.
Yep. Okay, so I'm out.
Okay. Then it goes to the defend.
No, we need the help.
I don't even get to roll on this one, right?
I'm fine with 2
No,
out of 2.
yeah, you don't get to roll in this because the feint beats you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 100% grade A beef.
I do 2 more points to you. It's not looking good. It's like it's blocking you off from getting away. So you pick up the stuff, right? But it knocks over Minos pretty well. It throws you to the ground as it goes after Felton, right?
Oh, I have
Now
leather
that I've
armor.
revealed myself.
Fuck.
Yeah, you
didn't call it.
you can do that. I actually have.
I don't think that
chainmail.
helps you in this type of conflict.
I
right?
have chainmail.
Oh wait, no, it does.
Yeah, it totally does.
But the problem is, I mean, that's retroactively. We've already done 2 things.
I'm doing chain, so I'm.
Oh yeah, you do your chain, but I'm not gonna call my.
What
leather.
is chain? It's like 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
It's 4, 5, and 6 is a success, but then if you roll a 1, it's busted. Is that how it works?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to find the gear page. I really hate how this thing is laid out. So chainmail is okay. On a 1, 2, and 3, the armor is damaged. It doesn't provide further benefit. On a 4, 5, and 6, still usable.
So it happens automatically. You're rolling to see if it's good for the next round.
Yeah. So basically, unlike leather armor,
On crack. Yeah. Cool. So you reduce it by 1 no matter what, right? So
like all armor, chainmail subtracts 1 from the opponent's successful or tight attack feints, and after use, roll a d6. Okay.
yeah. So you're just seeing the usability of your chainmail.
Yeah. Okay, so it's
All right. So it's fucked up, which is cool because that's what a fucking troll would do to you. Okay. Yeah. So a troll fucks up your armor, leaving a huge like gash in it.
But he has 2.
My cabbages. Yeah, but you are at 2, and then we go to Felton, right?
Yes.
Right. So you see, I think you see that the troll is very fast in here, and says something to the effect like, "You can't get away. I must eat you." Ah! And yeah, let's go. This is a versus test.
I try to distract him with a riddle.
Oh, yeah.
right.
So it's like running you down, and you're like calling behind you, saying a riddle, right?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I'm down.
I'm a perching barrel filled with meat, taking hits from leaps and dives. Look inside, but do not eat. The meat in there is still alive. What am I?
Meat and feet. Food.
An
Your
ambient
food.
sack.
I must
No.
eat. I think it just screams food because it's wrong. It doesn't know the answer. It's too hungry right now to think. So it screams food. No,
That is
it gets.
incorrect.
Then tell me, what is the answer?
Thimble.
Oh, it goes. Oh, and does the Weebay step back? GIF. And all right, let's
Does that
test.
give me an extra dice?
Yeah, totally. You have supplies from this one. That's good.
Sweet.
Supplies. Yeah. I've never been fainted before, Eric. It sucks. By the
It
way.
too.
I hate you.
You
Yeah,
have
well,
been in Mouse
We'll pick
Guard.
better.
Have I? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I didn't think a troll would faint. You know what I mean?
Anything can faint.
We tie.
Can I tap my nature?
It's too late to tap your nature because you have to do that before you roll.
Okay.
But at this point, you can use Persona to reroll failures on a wise.
Elfin lore wise.
Yeah, Elven lore wise.
Legends of the Mouse God.
Legends
No,
of
but
the
like
Mouse
saying,
God.
yeah, no, that makes sense. Like using the Elven lore wise as like this is the source of your joke. So
Yeah.
or riddle. That's perfect. Yeah.
I'm only calling it back because that's what she did to help us inadvertently in the Riddles in the Dark conflict.
Okay. If you want to spend a Persona or a Fate, I would let you use that in this context.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing that.
Oh my
Success, but
god.
still-
They're D4s.
Wait, you rolled D4s.
Oh,
I mean, you got enough to win the tie, but if you want to, you should probably roll sixes. I feel like that doesn't count. You should definitely roll sixes.
you're just saying that because you want me to like roll all.
I don't know. Well, you rolled the wrong die. It's not like
But I
it's not
got
like you
a
rolled the wrong
4
number.
on that. I'm happy with just
look,
taking the success.
Look, odds are, right? You better
You gotta
maneuver.
re-roll them.
Better
You roll
maneuver.
the wrong dice.
You're doing a maneuver here, so
True.
There you go. All right. It
Even
works.
better.
It's even better. Good job.
A 5.
Fuck. Cool. So you got a success over me, which you're gonna impede me this next round.
Yeah, and we get a bonus. Impede or yeah.
Yeah. You can only spend one on a maneuver, and so you impede me. So I get a -1 die to this round.
Okay. I can only
And
spend one on a maneuver.
because you take away his successes from yours.
Oh, okay.
they're versus. It's a versus test, and so you win by the run over, and that spillover marginal value of
But you
success.
got 2, I got 2, and then another 3. So I have 3 successes that I can.
Oh, forgive me. I was thinking we were breaking a tie. I'm so sorry. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. You got 5 successes. Forgive me. Yeah, you get +2 dice on this roll too.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, I mean, I do because I have to go next,
All right.
right?
Yeah, just I don't know.
You look at this map, and as you guys are like probably trying to follow this map, right? It seems to take you down this sort of like zigzag path, but the way you're running, like it doesn't make any sense. But that little thimble hole of a pinwheel of light is getting bigger and bigger and bigger as you get closer to it.
Okay.
Like it's like literally making you go like, okay, no, we got to go left now, and like you start running left, and like even though the light is in front of you, it's getting bigger. Like this place doesn't make sense.
I feel like Manny's just like carrying me because I'm knocked out. And I'm like, Manny, are we dead? There's a light on at the end of a dark tunnel.
Be quiet. You talk too much.
Oops.
Well, whatever. I'm just gonna help the troll then. No, I'm just
All right.
just gonna sweep your legs.
I love you like a brother, but you really have a big mouth. Okay.
I can't go first, so
Yeah. All right. So what are we thinking here?
Well, it's literally Zippy's out, so it
I
has
know.
to be you.
I know. I guess attack, right? But attacking is scout here, yeah. So
Yep.
you
You just got to get one success, just got to get that one.
and what am I getting dice wise? Am I getting 1 help and I'm getting 1 or 2 extra dice from your maneuver?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
getting 2 extra dice here.
All right, so I'm getting a help and 2 extra dice. I'm getting 3 dice.
We have the map now, as said by Eric.
Mm-hmm. And I'm getting supplies. Okay, so I'm getting 4 dice. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So like, you're literally like running down this tunnel, right? And like the troll is behind you, and you hear it slathering breath as it like also stops to puke, and then like keeps coming at you. I mean, like no, as it gets closer and closer to the exit here.
Okay. I have a feeling though, if we don't get, if we don't have a good. Wait. What's this other one you just put in?
Why do I have a
There are 3 cards.
card?
We didn't put them there.
Why are there 3 cards on the ground then?
I didn't put them there. I put one in my space at the front.
I didn't put any cards down.
Did you do that, Zippy?
No, I was on another tab looking at some stuff.
I didn't put any cards down.
I didn't put any cards down.
Hold on. I'm just gonna flip it to see what it was.
Okay, who's putting the fucking cards down? Who put the cards down?
I have no idea.
It wasn't me.
Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, well.
That's fine. Let's just roll
Oops.
with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That was defend. It's the last one.
Of course.
Well, it's okay. Well, you fucked me up the first one anyways.
Oh yeah, I got a free attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he fainted.
Thanks, invisible guiding hand that apparently hacked our game and threw down cards.
Fucking
I
roll
put
20
that-
hacks.
I put attack down first, and then those 2 cards came out of nowhere. I don't know. Did someone did someone press Alt Z or something like that? That's the only thing that I could think of. But that means that whatever, it doesn't matter.
I was looking at skills and stuff.
Maybe when someone dragged it down, there was like a fucking roll 20 lag and it just triplicated it or something.
I don't know. Maybe.
Did someone hit undo? Oh, did I hit undo? If I hit undo, did they appear? Because I deleted them.
Maybe.
That might have been it. That might have been because I hit undo. I hit Control Z, and maybe they repopulated. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right. Fuck it. Whatever.
So
I don't get to roll, and you get 2 dice.
Scout gives me. I got nothing, so I'm.
I was thinking you guys were gonna try to recuperate before you get out of here, but I paid the ultimate price.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be greedy.
Scared.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
All right, so
To give you a like to let you guys in on something, if you would fight this troll, it has a 16 disposition, and it's might 5, which is bigger than you.
okay,
not
so
to
I
be
don't
fucked
have
with.
Scout. I want to learn it, and I've already got a failure in Scout.
Yeah.
So what am I rolling here? Nature?
So you already have Scout, right? You're just rolling Scout.
No, I don't have Scout.
Oh, and you want to learn Scout or not?
Yes.
Cool. So then, yeah. So you roll health. It's the root of health. You divide it by 2, right?
Okay, so
you,
3.
the root. Yeah. So you take your Minotaur's health score. You add everyone who's helping you, and then you divide that by 2, and traits, and you divide by that, and you divide that by 2.
Does it count the?
Then you add your advantage.
Okay.
No,
Does
then
that
you
count-
add your. Then you add that divided by in half. Then you add your maneuvers advantage dice, and then you also add any persona that you spend on it.
All right, so it's 6 plus 1.
So,
And
you round down.
And does that include the paper from the Scout test?
No, it doesn't include the map.
Okay, so then it rounds down to 3. And then I add the paper, which is 1. And what was the other thing that I'm adding? Oh, the 2, the extra 1 from the extra 2 from the maneuver. So 3. Okay, that's a fair chunk of change.
So you should be rolling 5 dice, right? Or 6 dice. 6 dice total.
6 dice total. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
What about
Right.
my help?
That get added to the start.
Yeah,
Okay.
that got added in. Right. So the troll is literally following you guys down, right? It's huge frame as it's slobbering down. And you get fucking 1 success because your dice are horrible.
We just barely escape.
And you just fucking barely escape, right?
But I learned Scout. Yeah.
Yeah. You learn. Hey, that's awesome. So what happens here and what this looks like is you guys start running and that light starts getting paler but brighter as like that hole of the sky gets bigger. And it starts to break this horizon as like snow flurries start coming in, and you guys like run out, and all of a sudden like you just got like all tumble into like a snow drift, and you're at a much higher elevation. It is around like 7 or 8 p.m. at night. It is getting pretty dark here. Then there's like a nice gentle snow flurry around. You're in an alpine environment, right? So like there's a couple like shrubs that aren't covered in snow. There's some patches of grass here and there. Maybe like a couple fall plants are in bloom. But otherwise it's like there's a nice like little winter storm up here as you guys just go in there and you turn around and there's no sign of this troll cave or anything. But congratulations, you made it out. I think the consequence, because you lost half, is that you're all I'm going to say that the grind happens. You're hungry and thirsty, right? But the second one is I think it's pretty reasonable to say you're exhausted, and let's say that Zippy, let's say Minos got injured from the attack with the troll, right? Because you got knocked out, right?
Okay.
Does that sound fair? You make it out, and you're not doing great.
But at least we got a good story out of it.
Yeah. So
we got a great story out of that. Actually, we can impress so many townsfolk with that story, guys.
Yeah, you just fucking riddled and escaped a fucking troll with your lives. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, you wanted to escape the troll, but did you also want to get loot? Was that part of it?
Yep.
No.
Yeah,
it
we
wasn't.
did. Yep, we did.
Yep.
It was part of the thing. It said
It was part of the riddles.
part of the riddles.
Oh, that was part of the riddles, but not escape. Not part of this escape conflict.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
So never mind. No, that's fine. So no extra treasure. Just your gear, but you got this map. Once again, this map is not written in any tongue that you guys know, but like it you could follow it, right? But the symbols on it don't make any sense here.
Well, then instead of using my tongue, I use my eyes to decipher it.
Yeah.
I lick the map. Can I read it now?
No.
Yeah. No. It shimmers under this bright pale moon in the sky. The snowed flakes seem to dance around it and never land on the map.
Does my backpack do the same, or is it shimmering because of the vomit?
No, your fucking backpack reeks of troll bile, so not great. The map is somehow perfectly fine. So yeah, you want to look at this map?
I think we should maybe camp and look at the map while we camp.
Yeah. So order of business, right? So after that, after the conflict to get away, remember, so you guys all got hungry and thirsty. From as the grind ticked over. The second one is that you guys all are exhausted from the as a consequence of the conflict, because you guys all were running as fast as you can towards the light out of the troll den. And then last but not least, Minos, you're injured from the swipe from the troll.
Okay.
But you made it. You're okay. And you're in the middle of nowhere. You don't know where you are.
I'm gonna drink my wine, take care of my hungry and thirsty.
Cool.
Is there a way that I can, is the food in my backpack okay? I have rations fresh and rations preserved in my backpack.
Open up that backpack and look.
Yeah, you look at over. I mean, it's covered in troll bile, but like, do you think you can eat troll bile? Like covered rations? Yeah, you want to wash it off the best you can?
Wash it off and cook the fresh rations, see what happens.
What is the worst that could happen? Eating troll bile covered food.
Well,
right?
What's
the worst that could happen?
He learns troll asceticism.
It's alien as the troll bile turns into an arm that crumbs out of your chest.
Yeah,
well, it's just slightly digested for us already, so it'll go down easier.
Yeah, so maybe don't drink your wine just yet, and maybe let me see if I can make a cooking
baby
test.
bird.
I'm gonna eat my clove of garlic.
So how many? So so are we agreeing on camping? Hold on. Before we get any further, let's not get ahead of ourselves, right?
Yeah,
so,
you don't have to eat any of this shit if I cook fresh rations.
Right.
That's the whole point.
Homies, it's the start of a new round of the grind. So like, if you're going to camp, I'm telling you, you got like 3 free checks to do stuff if you want to camp on the 4th.
Cool. I might try to decipher this.
So
map,
like
then.
that might be something to consider, right?
Okay. Yeah. decipher the map. Maybe refill my...
Figure out where you are. Yeah, like so you can get a safe camp as you heal up. That kind of shit, right?
True.
Something.
True.
I look
So
for
decipher
safe
map,
crystal.
find out where we are.
Yeah.
Look for treasure.
Yep, I might scavenge for food. You muted, Eric. Unless you're just, pretending to talk.
Oh shit! Wow, no, that's okay. My bad. Yeah, no, I'm talking about like you like hunting down some game or something like that in this woods.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, right. So like imagine once again like kind of like an arboreal forest, right? So like tall pines that are like very spaced out.
I'm imagining like
plenty of flurries
deer
of
and stuff, and
yeah, kind of like the beautiful wild parts of the DLC of Horizon Zero Dawn. You know what I mean? Like just like a boreal forest.
Never played it.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, but like yeah, the mountains of Colorado, right? Like think of something or
like Firewatch.
Yeah. Right. So like very, very pristine mountains. But it's really cold. There's plenty of snow coming down, but it's also pretty clear. Right. It's one of those nights where there's that snow flurry that keeps dancing around while there's not really a lot of clouds in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's talk about
could we then
ciphering
melt
this
down
map.
snow to replenish our water skins?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yep. I'm willing.
You can do that during camp. Yeah, you can do that during camp for free, right? Like
Cool.
that's something that makes sense. But yeah, let's talk about this, right? So let's talk about you trying to decode this map.
Yes.
What would you like to know about this map, right? What's important here to you?
I guess sort of what it's about.
Like it's worth, or what it's about. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah. What it's
Okay.
all about.
Yeah. All right. That makes it sound like you're probably doing something like, was it Lore Master? Is that right? What was the one we used last time?
Lore Master.
Yeah. Right. So you're recalling lore, right?
Yes.
So this is going to be an OB 1, 2, 3. It's an OB 3 test to know what this is.
Nail it.
But I'll give you an additional die here because you just used it. So like you have an idea of like what it's specifically related to, right? Like
Okay.
you know without a roll, right? Like you know offhand as it like from your elven heritage too, that these runes here are like really old elven. In fact, it's fairy, right? It's obviously fairy related in some way.
Okay. Well, then can I use Liminal 4 then?
Yeah, totally could.
Cool.
Right, like you know that as a half elf, as a bard, you've come across like this lends itself to it, but this specific map and like what it's detailing and what it can detail is something that requires this roll here, right?
Okay.
And so that's what you're really studying as you're looking this over.
Okay. And what can I use my feat for again?
So you can spend a fate in two different ways. So either of them requires after you roll. The first one is that if you get any sixes, you can reroll the sixes. The last one is if you have a applicable wise, you can reroll a failure and be like, oh yeah, duh. Of course, it's this thing,
good.
right?
Good.
Cool. So yeah, this is a OB 3 test.
Okay. And can I get some help from either of you guys?
Yeah, I can help just by.
I can't.
I can help just because I'm helpful. Maybe I say something that triggers a memory of yours or something like that. So.
Okay.
No, you have to have an applicable skill to help.
I have an instinct.
It's his
to always
instinct.
Be helpful.
Yeah, but you still have to be able to help, dude. Like you have to have the applicable thing.
Okay.
Just because you're able to help or willing to help doesn't mean you're able to help. Is what I'm trying to say. Right. Yeah, so you're trying to help. You're standing over Velton as Velton's like panting and looking over this silver glistening map with these strange runes all over it. The terrain sometimes like shifts on it, like parts of it show mountains and then it like goes away and becomes more of just like
I'll
a
help with
larger
Scout, then.
continent.
Yeah, I'll help
like
with
or like
Scout.
an island.
It's like, oh, that looks like a mountain that I might have seen before. The
Okay.
Yeah. Hairy Peak Mountains.
Yeah, looking for hidden things on it to give you an idea. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
And op 3, you said?
Yeah.
You
All
can
right.
reroll with the fate or persona.
Yeah. I'll use a fate.
If you have a
I guess.
persona.
I don't.
Oh, you don't? Interesting.
So I just roll 1 dice with a fate?
Yep. Reroll 1/6. So.
And this is your Elven lore wise helping you, right?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you got it. Yeah, cool.
And that stacks out my Elven lore wise in
Right.
all the checks, so I can add a skill point to something.
So, you have a very special gift here. The reason why it's shifting and changing is based on who's looking at it. This is called, for lack of a better term, it's called a wish map. And it's a map that can lead you to where you want.
It's the compass from fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
No wonder it's showing all these different places. I'm the one holding it.
Yeah. So it can.
I
You don't
really
know,
like
like,
the hairy
how-
mountain peaks.
You don't know how it like can like you don't know if it's like a permanent thing or if it's like a once per user. Like you don't know that so far because like different ones have different. Well, depending on who makes it.
I mean, we do know because.
But I guess you
escape.
passed your test, so you know that it's it has another. Let's give it this way. You know it has another use in it because you did pass your test, right?
Okay.
So for one time, you can call on the magic of this map, and it can give you an absolutely true path to wherever you're going or what you seek.
Oh, it's your choice, boss.
But what if I seek a path to a treasure that will give us absolute rulership over all kingdoms and lands? That seems a bit lofty, but I mean,
you know,
this is a very
there was a
special map.
man who did that once, and I'm pretty sure he was a necromancer lord, and you know he raised the dead and all that stuff around here. So.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Good looking out.
Just want to, not throw the proverbial spear here, boss, but you don't seem like the rule and conquer type.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Yeah. And in this time, Dave, mark off 2 more uses of torches between the chase and out here now. You have a torch open for 1 more turn.
Okay. I have one. This is the last torch then I have. So.
Okay. So you might have to go scavenge up some more wood for torches.
Yep.
Right. So you guys have 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more checks. All right. So since at least I know that my food, the fresh rations and stuff like that, are dead. All my food is dead.
I mean, isn't everyone's
should
food's
hope so.
dead?
Well, no, I had 3 rations and 2 fresh rations, and they were inside the stomach of a thing, so there's no point eating it.
Yeah.
It's
probably smart.
I'm going to scavenge.
Can I help with Schroeder play appraisal wise?
What does that look like?
I'm double checking the things he digs up to see if they're like good or maybe
Or poisonous?
just, like, yeah, and like
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
All right. I'll allow that. You're always the double checker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Also, between that lore master test pass and my use of my wise, I leveled up lore master to 3.
Nice.
Oh, hey, congrats.
Just
So let's talk
we're all on
about
the same page.
yeah. So let's talk about this test real quick. How much food are you looking to grab here, Manny?
Well, I literally have to throw it all out.
Like 1 portion of fresh rations? Do you want 2 portions or 3 portions or?
One
so
portion
one
of
portion
fresh
of
rations
rations
turns into 3 portions of
Cooked.
preserved rations.
Yeah, if you cook it.
Cooking, yeah. So
Yeah.
Okay. So I can do a cook check. That's not a problem.
Yeah. So you could like make an easy scavenge test, and then during camp make a okay cooking test, and turn that one thing you got into a bigger one.
Yeah, and when it comes to hungry and thirsty, I've got bottles in my inventory for water. So I've got a skin of water and a bottle of water. And a bottle of water is 1 skin worth, right? That's how that works?
Yeah, because it's a bottle, jug. No, it's a skin, bottle, and jug. A bottle has 2.
Okay.
A jug has 3, and a skin has 1.
Okay, cool. Yep. All right then. So I will I will just make an easy test there.
Okay. So it's this is an ob 1.
Did I have to make
Right.
a cook test during the fight? I didn't, did I? No, I did. I had to get one.
You did make a cook test during in the troll den.
I just didn't mark it, so I just marked it now.
Yeah.
So.
No problem.
Ob 1, you said?
That
Yep.
was a good cook test. I liked
Yeah.
that cook test.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you found some berries. Maybe some like blackberries or mulberries. They grew up here around these parts.
What's the likelihood of me being able to make preserved rations?
Well, you got to cook them.
To make preserved?
Yeah. So what happens is you make a cook test, and that portion of berries that you just picked up can turn into like granola or whatever, and you cook it into granola, and you have
Just
extended
like
your
an MMO,
rations.
like oats and stuff, just pop up out of nowhere while you're cooking the berries.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ration,
Well, you have cooking supplies, quote unquote. So it's assumed that anything you need is kind of in there for the time being. So
You could make
so-
berry pancakes.
All right.
yeah, you can make
that got
berry
me
tack or
1
something.
fresh ration. Is that what that says?
yeah. Essentially, it got you one got you 1 thing of fresh rations, right, dude? So like it
Yeah.
actually counts as 2 uses, right? Like you foraged, like you would buying it, right?
Oh, got you.
So you could make 2 sets of 3.
Yeah.
So I can make 3 so
Preserve
that
rations.
everyone can eat 1 preserve and get rid of hungry and thirsty, and then I can cook again and get preserve
more.
rations. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Um,
Can I cook outside of camping?
no.
No.
But what might help you, but that is your second, that's your second test here in the grind.
Mm-hmm.
You have 1 left. Once again, you can do what you want, and welcome back, Zibby. So you missed Maney being able to scavenge up some berries.
I think finding a safe
Okay,
place
cool.
to camp is pretty important.
Yeah. Doing something survivalist
Yeah.
would be pretty apt here,
Okay.
right?
I have 2 survivalists.
Either getting shelter or starting a fire here would help. And by what I mean help is that I'm about ready. When you guys say you go to camp, I'm going to make a roll about a random thing happening.
Mhm.
And right now it's not as good as it could be. Right?
I get you.
Okay.
Anyone got higher than 2 survivalists?
Let's see.
I've also got Fate
Survivalist?
and Persona left, so.
I only have
Someone
2.
have something in their nature to help? You can use nature
Hiding.
instead.
Hauling.
Hiding would
serving.
actually be good for camping,
Yeah.
don't you think?
Yeah. You could use that.
I also have Fate
If
and
you-
Persona left over, so.
Yeah. I have just fate, but I also have a nature of 5, so I don't know. For what helps survivalist? Survivalist is hunter and laborer, and I have neither of those.
I can help with Laborer. It's no problem.
But if you use your nature, others can help with nature.
Okay. So yeah, I think I'll go for it.
Do it.
Using my hiding.
What are you going for specifically?
Maybe like a cave or a big overhanging rock we could use for shelter,
okay.
something that'll keep us
shelter. Okay.
Yeah, something that'll keep us from being exposed and out of sight of anything that might pass by.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, so you want to get a good shelter here. So I think this is going to be an ob2 test.
Okay.
Knock it out.
Yeah.
5. What's to help?
So
And
you're so you guys are exhausted and you're looking around past these, you're walking through these passive trees looking for some kind of like crag or rocky escarpment to basically use as a shelter from the snows.
Should I take one off because we're exhausted?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
It's a factor in a test, yeah.
Okay. I'm still throwing 6 though, so.
Mm-hmm. Easy. Wow, 3 6s. Yep. Yeah, totally. You find a nice little, like a real cozy rocky sort of like lean-to off. I think maybe even like a fallen pine tree has kind of like hit over here, and you have a really nice shelter between a rocky cliff face going this way and a pine tree going this way, and you guys are chilling right under it. It's dry underneath there.
I step into this space and turn to them and say, "Welcome home, boys."
Yeah. You guys are exhausted, so it's probably pretty great here. So let's talk about camp, right?
Yeah, all right.
All right. You're gonna get a +1 to this roll, but this is going to be a this one. So let me just roll this privately. Okay. And let's see here. You got a... Okay. And I have to make one more roll. Sorry.
Oh no. I'm sorry I didn't find a spot.
Okay, I have to make another one because of this. Nah, you're fine.
Tables and tables and tables, tables and tables and tables, tables.
It starts raining gold.
No.
Yay.
Let me look at your... I have to look at your character sheet, Velton.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, what are you wearing?
Shoes. I'm wearing boots. I'm wearing a lot of stuff actually. I have boots, a hat. I have 2 gloves,
You're a
one
liar.
sentimental, one not. I have a cloak, leather armor.
One sentimental, one.
Oh,
yeah.
I know what it. No, I know. Okay, I know what it is. Wait, I have between. Let's see. 1, 2.
I have my mentor's right glove, but not his left glove, so my gloves don't match.
Because he lost his left glove in a dueling battle, and he lost the duel.
I got it. So you say welcome home. The consequence for this is that you sit down, your boots are completely worn through.
Oh no, my boots.
You have no more boots. They are gone.
They were so nice too.
Let me give you mine.
They were nice boots.
Oh, I never used them, so.
Maybe we could use what's left, the tattered remains of these boots, to make shoes.
Yeah, you'd have to repair them or something to get boots again.
All right.
Or do you want to use someone? You can't use Minotaur's boots. They're way too big. Right?
Minotaurs don't have boots.
They don't
we
wear
have
boots.
Oh, that's right. You totally do have boobs, so you don't have boots, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But yeah. So you're sorry, Velton. I rolled randomly, and got for a minor inconvenience that someone's gear randomly breaks. I randomly chose you, and I randomly chose that it was your boots that broke.
That's fine.
So that's why it took a while. But yeah, that sucks. Such is the life. That's what happens when you run away from trolls and then search around in the middle of the woods.
It's better than being eaten by a troll. I will say.
Yeah, I agree. I think
You
losing
feel
your
the grass
boots.
between my toes.
How many checks do we have?
I have 1.
You should be counting them based on traits under your traits and using them against, right? So
Traits and using them again.
tell me. Yep, that's where you should be tracking your traits.
Oh, okay.
Used against.
Yeah. I have one.
I have one. We're camping though, right?
Yeah, we're in the camp
So we
phase right
have
now.
three.
Well, my instinct triggers.
Yes.
What's
Dalton.
your instinct?
So who wants to learn something?
Can I learn Lawmaster from you?
You want to learn Lore Master? You want to learn some Lore Master from
Yeah, totally.
old Professor Velton?
Yeah, I learned some Lawmaster because in that Riddle test I was fucking useless. So
I'll teach you some lore.
yeah.
We'll get some lore.
Cool. So you want to make a? So what does this look like? Let's before we make this roll. Let's have this. Want to do a role playing moment here? Like this seems pretty cool. Right?
Let me just check if there's anything that I can learn outright. I don't think there is, unless you want
Like,
to
do
teach
you-
me something like no. Oh wait, can I learn will? Can I learn a role or ability from her?
No, it has to be a skill.
Okay. Yeah, then Lawmaster.
Mentor helps learn skills.
Lawmaster it is.
Right. So before you make the test, right? So the difficulty for this test is based on your current nature, not your max current nature, Dave.
Okay. My current nature is 3, so
Cool. So it's a difficulty 3 mentor test to teach you Lore Master. But here's the thing. Like, what does this look like? Do you like who do you sense this opportunity, Belton, or you know what I mean? Like, what is this moment of you teaching Maney look like, right?
Yeah, so Maney. Now you guys did pretty good in that whole riddle test with the troll, but I don't know. I felt like you could know a little more. I mean,
like,
you guys couldn't figure out the answer for that troll's riddle.
to be fair, boss, I mean, you don't kill gladiators with books.
I know, and you should always be figuring out what your weaknesses are so that you can improve in those areas so people cannot best you.
Oh no, I actually do enjoy the fake tales.
The fake
Yeah,
tales?
you tell lies all the time. I really like them.
Oh, like fables. I love fables.
No, they're lies. They're not truths. That's how it is. It's you either tell the truth or you tell a lie, and boss tells a lot of lies.
Oh, but my lies have a good amount of truth hidden within them.
I mean,
if you take the time to think about them and analyze them.
Okay, so what? Like, are you always somewhat lying?
I'm always somewhat telling the truth, I'd like to think.
Does that mean
That's such a fucking half-elf bard thing to say. Sorry, I love that.
Oh, okay. So what you're trying to say is if we want to fight a troll in the future, we have to somewhat lie all the time.
And somewhat tell the truth.
I mean,
Because
that's how
they'll
you...
detect that, they'll pick up on the fact that you're telling some of the truth, but they won't know which part is the truth.
Okay.
So they'll believe the lie.
Right. That makes sense in a way that only you could make sense of it, boss. Yes.
Good job, boss.
Good job, boss.
Welcome to English 101. Sorry.
English 101. Right.
Now take notes. There will be a test later.
Wait. What? Why are we doing English 101 and not doing English 1? Where was the other 100?
Good point. We
lessons?
should probably start with English 1 with you guys.
Okay.
No. That's the test. We have to lie that we did 100 of them already.
Oh, I
The
get
job.
it now.
The truth.
Good job. You're learning. You pass.
The truth is that we're doing one of them, and the lie is that we've done 100 of them.
Yeah.
Right.
I offer Manny a high five because he did good.
And I steal the high five. I love high fives.
That was okay. You can have my high five.
Thank you. I love high fives.
I know.
Thanks.
I don't need positive reinforcement.
You're the best, Manny.
Thank you.
Okay. Make your spend your check on or excuse me, it's an instinct. So do your
Mentor.
lore
So-
master 101, not 101.
No, it's 101. 101 minus 100.
101
Yes.
minus 1d100. Okay. Am I getting any help?
I mean, I always help.
Can he help me teaching him?
I help by
It's an
being
instinct. So only instincts can help, or natures can help instincts. Instincts and natures can help instincts.
Well, I help
Yeah,
because
his
my
instinct.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm a very studious student. Like I'm very
Yeah.
receptive to learning.
Yeah.
I'm a joy to teach.
And can Minos help?
No, I don't have an instinct to help you.
Yeah, true. Okay. Well, I only got 3 dice to throw at this because my mentor is 2.
Well, you need 3 successes. So,
Yeah.
as I said, joy to teach.
Hoping for 6. Oh. Wow.
You know what? I'm too tired for this Bumbles right now.
Yeah. Did you also take the -1 because you're exhausted?
No, but I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you make a health test for me?
Right.
Mark your You stay up late teaching them how to do this. Make a health test for me. Op 3.
It doesn't affect your health test though, so you know.
So yeah, no. So this is a failure, right? But it's a conditional success for you, Dave. So Manny actually marks an attempt for Lore Master.
Failure, a pass. Failure, right?
Well, you're learning it, so like you gotta get those numbers. It's not a question of advancing it. It's a question of you gotta get attempts.
Oh, okay. So I just need one more attempt,
Attempts
and then I can learn.
attempts equal to your it's attempts equal to your max current nature.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
But by doing so, Dave, you helped in that test as well, right?
With
Yeah. You just helped Belton try to teach you, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So you also need to take a test as well.
For health.
This is a health test. Yeah. This is you guys being out in the cold.
I don't have a cloak.
This doesn't factor into exhaustion.
Okay, cool.
I have a cloak. Can I use my cloak as supplies?
Yeah, absolutely. Cloak counts as supplies on this test.
Keep me warm.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Exhaustion totally does count as a factor on this test. My bad.
It says it doesn't though.
Factor
in all tests except resources, circles, and recovery.
This isn't a recovery test. This is to withstand getting a condition.
Oh, okay. What's the old?
3.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So a cloak absolutely counts.
Okay.
Nice.
That's another pass.
Right, where's mine?
Cool. You're able to avoid getting sick.
How many do you need to level up an ability?
I mean, it's contingent. It's a number of. It's not a question of attempts. It's a question of leveling up ability. It's the passes failures combination.
So I've got a health rating of 6, but I've got 3 passes and 3 failures.
Well, you can't level up past 6 for the health.
Really?
Yeah, but if you would, it would require 6 passes and 5 fails.
Oh, it has a space for 6 passes and 5 fails.
Yeah. That would just be completely maxed out. Well, Velton, that's not great.
Felton.
0 successes. You are sick. Staying up. You are now sick.
I got the sniffles.
You got the sniffles.
Okay. So another check. God, I kind of want to repair my armor, but I also want to cook food for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've got 3 checks, so I could probably do 2 of them as one of these donates. So I'll cook first.
You can't do 2 tests. You can't do 2 things in camp in a row. Someone else has to do one.
Interesting.
I would go after him and probably recover or something.
Yeah. Yep, you can do it that way.
I'd like to try to recover injure.
Okay. Is that your only? You'd have to recover in order. You'd have to
Hungry and
recover hungry
thirsty?
first. Yeah.
So let me
Okay, I
do
got
my
some.
really-
let me
so-
do my cook test
yeah.
first. Then.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So if I get 2 checks, right, and someone else has, and everyone else has 1 check, that's pointless then, right? Because you can't do more than one thing in camping.
Yeah, you have to donate to the person who hasn't done one in order.
But if everyone else has 1 check as well.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
no, you
okay.
can do something, then someone else can do something, then you can do something again.
Exactly.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Rating 2. Anyone helping with this?
Cooking.
Yeah, cooking.
Cooking requires laborer, right?
Yeah.
I'll help.
I don't know if it is. Skills.
Alchemist laborer. Yep. I'll
does.
help a laborer.
Cool. Alright, so 1 help. What's the ob on cooking?
I'll help with elven lore wise, with tales about wonderful elven berry cakes.
I mean, I'm just smushing berries in a hot pot.
Well,
Yeah.
that is an integral step of making elven berry cakes. Why?
So
My mom used to make them for me.
I could put it on top of a wild mushroom for you if you like.
Oh, that would be delicious.
So what is the ob, Eric?
to do this cooking test,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it's an ob 2.
Okay.
So let me double check.
I'll roll with 2.
Got
it.
Yeah. Don't give a fuck. Well, you're exhausted though.
All right, I'll re-roll that.
So yeah.
So what is
No,
it?
it's
it's a factor, right?
it's a factor. So it reduces your success by 1.
Okay, well in that case, I will use a fate point.
Okay. And do you have a wise here to let you reroll a failure?
Well, you need, but this is using fate. A
Yeah,
single fate
you
to
still-
reroll 1. It's different, right?
No, it's single to reroll failures. Both of those abilities fall under a wise. It's just a fate lets you reroll 1, a persona lets you reroll all of them, but you still need a wise to let you do that, right? That's why wises have a fate, persona, pass, fail component to them.
Mm-hmm.
So close.
Use my elven lore wise.
No, can't do
Can't
it.
use someone else's
I
wise.
mean, it's god. The Minotaurs start with the fucking worst wises in the world. God. I can't
Wow,
even
yeah,
do
but
anything.
you fucking can like kill anything. So
Well, not really.
oh, if only I was perfect at everything.
I mean, if only I could pick my own wises, like Mouse Guard, that'd be nice.
You do. You just got to use your wises. All of that. You got to use all 4 of your wises in one thing, and then you can pick a new one.
Wait, what do you mean use all 4?
If
Use
you
it in
do
all
a
ways.
pass, yeah, you have to use your wise in all 4 ways. You have to pass, you have to fail, you have to use a fate, and you have to use a persona with a wise.
I did not know that.
Once you do that, you can mark either a free test for advancement and clear the slate of that wise, or come up with a new wise and clear the slate of that one.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I haven't been keeping check of that at all, so.
Oh,
Not
Ouch.
that
Oof,
I've
my
ever
bones.
been able to use gambling wise or fucking soothing platitude wise ever.
Yeah.
Except that one time, which I used it on Persona, so I guess I'll mark that now. Okay. So what can I do? I have Persona and Fate. Can I not do anything here?
yeah, you can't do anything unless you have a wise.
That is so fucking dumb. Anyway, okay. Fine. Can't do nothing. So I seriously can't do anything here.
Dave as a player has Saltwise.
Nah.
No, I don't have Saltwise. I just can't. Like, I have the tokens to spend, but I can't fucking spend them, and I can't use anything. Okay, how can I use Gambling Wise to make this better? Maybe I put salt in it, see if it goes, see if it's any better or not.
I mean,
Take a gamble on those ingredients.
yeah, you want to gamble on the ingredients?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Sure, let's gamble on it.
Maybe a gamble by using some of those troll bile ingredients.
Oh no, there's a particular berry that I picked. That's different from the other berries. I want to use fate here. Because I have now spent 3 and 3, which means I can level up my dude. Can we do that in camping?
Nope, you have to beat in town.
Let's go back to town. No.
You have no money.
I know. All right, so I'll re-roll. Oh, fuck you, game. God damn it.
Ooh.
Can I spend another fate?
No, you can only do it once. Unless you have another wise you can use. So yeah, you wanted the berry cooking isn't going as well as you want it to, and so I guess you try some ingredients in your pack that make it make it work better, and instead it I mean, it looks like you salvaged some of it. I don't know. Do you want to try eating it?
Yep, fuck it. I'll eat it.
All right, health test for me.
Yeah, I'll fucking ruin you with this.
What's the ob?
Health test is this is an ob 3. Fucking you you hold it down. You fucking eat it, and you're like,
So
I don't see what the big problem is.
So good.
Yeah, yeah. So you clear hungry and thirsty too, my dude.
Good.
Your stomach's just like your stomach feels a little weird, and you're like, yeah, whatever. I've eaten worse.
Wait, I still have exhausted, right?
Yep, you're still exhausted.
Okay.
That's the reason why we're in this predicament in the first place.
But so I can make with that in mind. Does that mean I've made everyone food and they can get rid of it?
Well, yeah, if they need to let me know if they're eating the food.
And does that make preserved rations? Because that was the other thing that you said it does.
Yeah. It made 3 preserved rations, and you just ate one of those.
Okay.
Right.
So I have 1 fresh ration and 2.
No, you converted your fresh ration, which had 2 uses, into preserved rations, which is 3 uses.
Yeah. So I have
you've just eaten one of those 3 uses of those preserved rations for yourself.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. All right. Does anyone else eat one?
I'll eat one.
Cool. You guys recover hungry and thirsty, but then go ahead and make a health test for me. Ob 3.
Me? Cool. Health test.
Like while they're eating this like super gross ration stuff, I'm just staring at them.
Yeah.
And they're like, just drink my wine.
So you're not eating it.
Oh.
Oh, 2.
Okay.
You're super.
You are.
Nasty now.
Nope. You are sick. In fact, you have food poisoning. This is what I mean by that, and why I call it food poisoning, is that you cannot recover hungry and thirsty until you recover your sick condition. You need to recover your sick condition, or you won't be able to keep any food down.
Oh, what's your will?
2.
But he also has exhausted and injured.
Fine.
Yep.
I won't keep any food down. I'll wait it out.
Well, let's hold on. Now, Minos, you are injured, sick, hungry and thirsty, and exhausted.
I'm exhausted. I was injured. How am I
Yes.
exhausted?
Because you ran.
You ran away.
You were carrying.
You had to
he
run
was
out of the.
carrying me.
You had to run. You're still exhausted. Yeah, so you had to get some fantasy Pepto-Bismol to help you out. So just to give you an idea here, if you're not taken care of in 2 rounds of the grind, you will die.
What?
Right? You're
Nope.
8 turns away from dying.
No,
What?
I'm not. Angry
Yeah.
and afraid, yo.
Yeah, but exactly. So if you don't do anything after 4 turns, you could become angry. If you don't do anything again in 4 turns, you become afraid. If you don't do anything in 4 turns, you're dead.
That's 12.
Sorry, so 12 turns. Right.
Okay.
8 turns until the final 4 turns. Yeah, so you're right.
This fucking game, man.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, you have piled up these conditions. This is bad.
At
And
this
you also
point,
don't have any money or
okay.
gold.
At this point, Minos
But maybe that map's
commits
worth
to
something.
seppuku.
No, yeah, I mean,
You're,
you can.
no, you're fine.
You can drink. So here's the thing: you can drink water to get rid of hungry and thirsty, right? Oh no, you can't because you're sick, right?
I'll drink wine. There we go. Drink some alcohol.
Alcohol gets rid of exhausted, right? No, it gets rid of afraid or something.
It gives you a +1 die against for recovering against afraid. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, you can't drink anything down. Remember, you can't eat or drink right now until you recover that sickness condition. So someone needs to heal you.
I'm going to eat something. I'm going to throw it up and I'm going to try to eat it again.
No, you know what? We're gonna go.
If
back
you
to-
try to eat something, you will waste the ration.
All right,
as
can
you
we go
vomit it
back
up.
to town? This is silly. We have to get help.
Yeah, if you knew where that was,
Didn't we just come back to the camp where we were before?
you're in a camp. You don't, but you got thrown out in the middle of the wilds from escaping this troll. Where you entered is not where you left
Right.
or where you are now. So yeah, you're not in good shape.
Okay.
The world is a dark, horrible place.
Apparently, camping is the worst thing you can do in this game.
No, it's
Apparently.
not. You just
Yeah.
just failed your roles. Being exhausted is actually one of the worst things you can have in this game.
I had no idea that I had a roll to fucking eat a soup.
I mean, I did.
Well, you wouldn't have to, but unfortunately, Maney fucked up his cooking and ruined it.
Because I don't have the wisers to fucking add a fate to make it better.
Right. It's like Darkest Dungeon, man. Like success, like failure actually happens like 3 turns ago, and it just fucking snowballs.
Wait, what are your wises again, Manny?
Soothing platitudes and gambling wise. And those were the options available to us.
Use gambling wise.
I tried
He did
to.
use gambling. He
And I
gambled
rolled
on
a 1.
ingredients, and he fucked up, which is why you got food poisoning.
He's
You
paying
can't
for
tell. You can't tell me that's the obvious answer there for what happens with failure is. You gambled on ingredients. You fucked up.
it.
Like, of course.
He's paying
course
for
you're
all
sick.
the medical. He's paying for all the medical. You put me in this situation.
Yeah. Right. So you probably want to go back to town all sick and disgusting, right? Like, right?
Or we could use the map to find something that
A healer.
I'm
Yeah.
literally shitting out both ends of myself right now. So
You
yeah,
are.
if you want,
It's real bad.
if you wanna go find that map, yeah, totally.
will use the map. I want to try to check for exhausted, or try to cure exhausted.
Recover exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Cool. It's a health test, and your cloak gives you an additional die. Right.
Okay.
Because that's what cloaks do.
Oh, cool.
So, do you have to recover sick before you can recover anything else?
Only in Minos' case, because he has food poisoning.
Okay,
Oh,
so
No, he could recover. Well, he can't really recover exhausted until he recovers hungry and thirsty, and he can't recover hungry and thirsty until he recovers sick. So yes, he's in a fucking predicament.
all right. What do we need to? Can anyone make any healer checks?
I don't have healer.
You can just fucking try.
Minos,
nature it.
You
You
have
try to nature it.
right?
Yeah, I got nature.
Yeah, maybe you should use your check to see if you can heal your sick.
Use your healer test on yourself.
Yeah.
Cool, but it's an odd 3
I'm just
will.
gonna eat these rocks.
No, but you can use nature.
You can use your Minotaur nature instead.
Yeah.
All right, I'll throw 5 dice at it. Why not?
But hold on a second though. You have to have a check to do it.
I have
He
a
does,
check.
he does have a check. We all have one.
You have a check.
So
Right. So you're going to spend your check on trying to recover
sick, I guess.
as healer.
I was in the middle of my recovery.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like let's finish Geekas first.
Can I use Bastard 4 for recovering exhaustion? Because, I've been out on the road a lot, so I've been exhausted before. I'm used to being exhausted, so maybe I know what I need to do pretty well to get myself
I'll
feeling
help
better.
her by tucking her in.
Yeah.
Adjusting my cloak.
Yep. Like, no, you got to wrap yourself up properly, boss, if you don't want to catch dysentery.
You don't catch
That's
dysentery from being cold.
Right.
Well, Minnow's caught it from just nothing, so...
You catch it from eating something that doesn't agree with your tummy.
I mean, we berry stew all the time, right, Minos? And it's never hurt you before.
Minos just goes...
I'm literally puking and shitting at the same time.
Exactly.
And just like the
So,
weird berry that you put in the stew just pops out of his mouth and rolls to
Oh,
your
hey,
feet.
look, I'm cured.
Right. Yep.
God, this game is fucking just...
Hey, if you stay in a fancy hotel in a nice big old city, you automatically recover from exhaustion. So something to think about. Huzzah! You make it.
Yay.
You are no longer exhausted.
1641161.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking very polarizing roll right there. That's a lot of ones. Zippy, let's talk about Minos for a second, because there's some things you can do here that don't require rolls that we never had to really do before. That are on the table, and I'll tell you what they do. Right. So let's talk about sickness. Right. Before you do a healer test, right? It's an OB4 healer test during the camp phase to do this. If it's successful, you're good. If you fail, you're going to be penalized. Something's going to happen, right? I'm going to permanently reduce either your will or your nature or will-based skill because you're sick, and it's a remnant of you being sick. Alternatively, you can just sweat. It's called sweating it out, and if you sweat out your sickness, you can automatically recover from the sick condition. But I will just reduce something for you, like you failed a healer test to get healed. You would erase all passing and failing advancement of that affected ability or skill, like you would for treatment, right? So basically, you have the option, and the same goes for injured. You can try to get healed, or you can just take it and take the L here and just get something reduced, and no longer have them anymore.
What? So what would get reduced? Like, is it a random roll? Like, how does
it would depend. It would depend on his fiction. It depends on what it looks like. My guess is that I probably would go with nature, unless there's a good skill that he relies on a lot that would.
But you can get nature back, right?
I think this.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, this would permanently reduce his nature to 5 out of 5.
Oh wait, you would reduce the maximum.
The maximum nature, maximum nature would go down.
But how? Okay, well, fictionally, tell me how that would reduce my nature.
Because you sweat it out.
You're so fucking tired and exhausted that you just become more like docile. Right. What are your nature?
You become gentle.
Hauling, mistrusting, and serving.
Yeah, like you're kind of like you sweat out this part of you, and you just kind of resort to your regular old state again, which is kind of like more. Yeah, okay, you're right. Let's do this. Fuck, Fuck
it, I'm throwing dice at it. Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, you spend your.
Yeah.
Yep, healer test.
Throwing my nature
Up 4.
at it. Up 4.
It's an OB4 healer test. No, treating. So you have 2 options here, right? You can either recover from sickness, so you have to use a 3 will test, right? Or you can try to be treated for your sickness, which requires an OB4 healer test.
All right, I'll throw. I don't even have healer,
But you're using will.
Well,
I mean,
well,
you're
here's-
using nature. To
Remember,
do this instead.
so like let me talk about the three options again because they're very specific and I want to be very clear so you can make the best informed decision that you can. I'm your fucking doctor right now, okay? Look at the words I'm using, right? So the first one, if you recover from sickness, you try to fight off the sickness with a will test. It's an Ob 3 test for your will. If you fail this test, you still remain sick. You can try to treat yourself for this sickness, and that's an Ob 4 healer test. If you use the healer test here, you pass, you're recovered, you're fine. If you fail, I dock one of your things, right? Your nature or your will. Or you can just you sweat out.
Like
you recover it. You recover it, but you take the L. You get a malady because of it. Lastly, you take the L. You sweat it out, and then you just get something deducted, but you clear the condition.
All
right now, it sounds like you want to do the recovering the sickness.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure that's where we're talking.
I'll just throw dice at it.
Cool. So yeah, that's an Op 3 will.
Can I help with Elven lore wise?
No. Because it's a recovery test with will. You could help if it was a healer test.
I can help with always be helpful.
I'm
I can't really help recovery tests.
I'm throwing nature at it.
But
you have to use will.
No, he says he's doing nature for the healer test.
Yeah.
For the Ob 4.
I'm sorry. I thought I just asked you if you're doing the Ob 3 will test. And it sounded like yes. Maybe I misheard you.
Yeah,
my bad.
I'm just gonna throw 5 dice at it because if I do the will, I'm throwing 2 dice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. No, it's a really good idea.
I'm helping.
Yeah, you could totally help with Elven lore wise. Use that lore medicine.
Lore wise, yes.
Elven medicine.
Okay.
No. Eat this thorny nettle.
Blah, blah, do this one.
Yeah.
This will help you like vomit.
I don't give a fuck, dude. You're like, there we go. I'm good. Yeah, you sweat it out. You're good. You're recovered from being sick. Now you can recover. Now you can eat again.
Great.
Do you want to eat that? Don't eat that last ration.
No, fuck that. I'm eating my garlic.
Yeah. No, you don't have garlic anymore. You thought you gave it away.
Because he used his garlic.
I used water.
Oh, you used your own garlic.
I used
your
water.
own garlic.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Then you have your garlic.
Well, I mean, we're at camp. We have water, right? We can just.
Yeah. I imagine you melt some snow.
The fuck that? No, I'm eating my garlic because I know where that's been.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So you eat your garlic.
I love this game. You try and do something nice for the party, and then it just like it's a downpour of like poopy, and you're just like, oh yeah, let me just open my mouth and it's
yeah, dude,
just like real life.
Yeah. This is the game of cascading failures, right? And knowing that when to control the failures and when to not control the failures is good.
You know, American Pie when Stifler is like, yeah, pour that champagne on me, and the guy in the balcony pees, and he gets a pee on him. This is what this game is. I'm Stifler. We're all Stifler with the pee from the second balcony coming onto our head. Yeah, like that's what this is, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel great.
Yeah.
Oh well,
I mean, yeah.
All right.
I fell into a hole. Had all of my food that I bought with all the money that we got last time taken from me for no reason. Fuck this game.
Yeah, no reason.
You helped on a test. You lost. That's what happens when you help on a test. It's bad sometimes.
That's why Elven lore-wise is great.
Look, dude, it's like the game is kind of swingy in that regards. That when you lose, you get into this cycle of losing, and it gets hard, especially when you get exhausted, because all of a sudden things get way more hard. Right? The difference between rolling 3 dice against an Ob 2 versus 3 dice versus an Ob 3 is
like
insane.
failure starts the Rube Goldberg machine of failure.
I mean, Rube Goldberg Machine of Failure is my debut album.
That's such a good album name.
Yeah. So, cool. Well done, Zippy. You don't give a shit about dysentery. This is an Oregon Trail. Your story doesn't end here.
So
You're good.
Let's go injured, but I don't have a check.
Nope. Do you want to suck it up here?
Wait, you can do the suck up thing for free?
Yeah, you can suck it up being injured.
What are you targeting?
Health.
At any point being injured, you can opt to have your character suck it up. Cauterize the wound with a hot iron, some wine, and get back on your feet. The GM reduces health, nature, or a health-based skill by 1 die, but the overall penalty aka the over penalty of being injured, is removed and the condition is cleared.
I feel like you're doing this on purpose so you can just target my nature.
No, I'm pretty sure I would target your health here. It makes sense. You got fucking. This is the fact that you got fucking stabbed by a troll, homie.
No, I'm keeping injured. I don't trust you.
All right. Okay, yeah, that's very reasonable.
Eric's the type of dude to faint you from a troll.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah. Well, trolls are all fucking deceiving and want to eat you and have riddles. Of course they want to fucking do shit.
Yeah, but he was so hungry.
At least we survived.
Yeah, he was hungry. He's ravenous. He's a troll. That's what trolls do.
And
That's
not
what the trolls
only
do.
did we not give him more food, we took food from him. We made him throw up.
The troll has negative food now.
Yeah, moral victory.
You don't think that troll fucking won't remember you? You're fucking another thing coming. That was a good job, everybody. All right, let's do some. I think maybe that's where we should do some experience.
Oh man!
After recovering, so we start again on the adventure.
I'm sorry, I tried to do something nice. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I'm sorry I tried to do something nice. The role playing game.
I'm not mad at you. I'm kind of peeved off at this fucking condition system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad in Mouse Guard, right? Because you could do things like you could at any point say I want to try and recover from this thing or whatever. Like you could do that shit. In this one, it's like you can only do it during camping, and there's a good chance if you do it during camping, you fucking ruin it for everyone. And it's like,
dude. If you want to, okay. So like, let's talk about this though. Let's look at the broader.
So you know what this means, though? You know what this actually means? It means that, fuck food, right? We don't bring food with us anymore. We just bring bottles of water. We just carry water everywhere.
Bottles
like
soylent.
we just go liquid because it doesn't like you can drink water to get rid of it, and water's fucking easy to get.
Yeah.
Like you can carry a bottle that has 2 water in it, right?
Right.
And then it won't go bad, and if it's inside the stomach of a fucking demon child, that it won't do anything. It's
look, like this is called a cascading failure scenario, right? Let's look at this shit, right? So fucking up the roll, and getting caught in the landslide, no escape from reality, losing your back, right? So consequently, your food got eaten by a troll. You could recover it. You didn't try to clean it. You're like, I'm not touching it. So you lost your fresh rations. That's fine. 2, it was close to the grind, right? So you're going to get ticked over for the next thing, which you called out very, very wisely. Is very astute. But as a consequence of failure here of that test to escape, you guys didn't fight back with me when I was like, okay, well, you guys are going to be exhausted from outrunning this thing. And Zippy during the fight was like, no, give me the 2. I want one. I'm going to be the one who gets hit. Right. And so I was like, well, it makes sense that you're the one who got injured. So like all of that just fell on you at one time. Right. You weren't able to like pace it out and manage it. It was just like, you got fucking snowballed real fast. And because of these other conditions that happened beforehand, it got even worse.
Sort of like debt.
Right. Yeah, it's like debt. No, it exactly is. It's life debt. And so like this game, like Darkest Dungeon, man, it's failure doesn't happen in the fight. Failure happened like 2 fights ago because now your like characters are wounded or whatever, and their strats are way too high to really like handle this thing. Right. It's really, it's not moment to moment. It's literally fucking planning things out in a more macro scale than a myopic vision.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Right.
It's not, man, all the planning in the world and you can't succeed. You know what I mean? Like
you would have, if you weren't exhausted, you would have had that food and we literally would have had no problems, right? The only reason why I called for those health tests is because you failed your cook test and you used gambling.
I know.
If you would have used something like If you had a different kind of lore wise or something like that, maybe I
Oh,
wouldn't
if
have
I
used
had
that.
a different wise,
Yeah, if you had a different wise, I would have. Yeah, but these are all character options. Nobody put a gun to your head and told you to be a minotaur.
Actually,
Right? Like these are all things.
Actually, Zippy put that gun to my head. That's that's what happened during
Right?
character creation.
I know. Like I know. Like I know it's a frustrating experience, right? I know what it's like to be like, fuck, it feels like I'm losing all the time. I hope it's, if anything, I hope you realize it's not just me. Like it's not like I'm doing this to you. It's that like it's what happens when we roll, right? And I just do what I think the fiction demands.
The only way to win the
Right.
game is to not play the game at all.
Right. So like it's a punishing game. It's a punishing game. It's a brutal game. It's a hard game. But when you succeed, it makes success all the greater.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But
Well,
it's tough.
I mean, I got
experience.
I got everything spent, so now the moment we go back to town, I can level up, and I don't know what that means, but you know, we can do it.
You get more swole.
Yeah.
Just like you lie down in a bed and the next morning your muscles are slightly bigger. Have a slightly more chiseled jaw.
That's it.
I have to find where it is, but yeah, no, you definitely get something out of that. Oh, cool. Hold on. I have a fucking cheat sheet for Torchbearer.
I get a spell.
You do?
Yeah, I get a spell.
Well, that's fucking dope. Yeah. Wait, do you have that book open? Oh, wait, here it is. I found it. I found my copy. Let's find what a Minotaur does.
I don't have a copy of that one. I just remember
I have the
because I'm
Minotaur
excited.
Pit Fighter open. I just don't see where it shows the level up.
Could you link me that PDF again?
Yeah, I'll help you out. I'll help you out after. But like, we have to go to town to do this anyways.
Graze, because of your slow metabolism, you can ignore the first time you're afflicted by hungry and thirsty during a game session. Also, the party's disposition is never affected by your own hungry and thirsty condition. What? The fuck?
Because you graze, you just eat all the time.
And gore.
Or
your mighty. Oh wait, we pick one or the other. Is that what you do?
Yeah, one or the other. Yeah.
Or the other one is your mighty horns are clumsy but a brutal weapon in combat. You may always opt to gore with your horns at a -1 dice but +1 to attack after declaring weapons and/or being disarmed. Pick graze, dude. Like,
yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good, right?
Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Wow,
cool.
Level 3, you get permanent leather armor.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's talk about experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Manny, family always comes first. I can at least be helpful. Do you think? Do you still believe that?
No, not after poisoning Minos.
Right. So like, let's maybe like, I know we're like in the reward session here, but like, is there like something that Minos does now, like during camp after he realizes he's the one who got, or sorry, Manny. Is there something that Manny does that after seeing like Minos got sick from the food and like this was just not a good time and being like shit, like we're not prepared, right? Is there something that you do?
What do you mean do?
Right. So like, is there, I know your character, what I'm asking here mechanically is like, we know that your character no longer believes this, but is there like a big like revelation here being like, oh my God, like I fucked up. Like this is gonna, is this earning persona or is this just your belief came into play and you no longer believe it? Right. Is this persona worthy or not? Is my question.
Yeah, I think it would be. And
so like,
maybe this is also, maybe I, maybe my belief is along the lines of, over helping is a detriment. I should stay out of everyone's way, or something along those lines. Because I literally saw Minos fucking vomiting, just having a hard time of it, and he had to
like super bad time.
He had to do everything. So maybe my education is key to being helpful, or something, or something along those lines. Where oh god, because I can't use that belief either. I was gonna say I'll always test things on myself before anyone else, but like I did test it on myself and it was fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, like and I told you that like your stomach felt a little weird, but you were fine with it, right? Like I didn't try to hide it from you. Hopefully it doesn't seem like I was being deceptive here, asking for that health roll, and then like,
Yeah, I don't know, but I know that he doesn't feel he is helpful.
Because okay, cool. Because I really hope I wasn't being facetious or anything like that. Because I feel like if my GM style is anything, it's fucking blunt, right, about what's going on.
Okay. I don't know. I'll think on that belief though. But
that's
yeah,
fine.
I think it's not true anymore.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
So then, persona?
Yeah, you want a persona, and you have to change your belief for next session.
Right,
so just make a reminder that you have that, right?
I'll leave it in there, but I'll put change.
Cool. Yeah.
Goal,
your
find
goal?
something of value. Yeah, I think we found that map.
Yep. That's worthy. Yeah.
Persona.
Mm-hmm.
And instinct always be helpful.
Absolutely, fate. Yeah. Cool. So 2 personas and fate for you.
Nice.
Velton. Let's talk about you, Velton.
Yeah, my belief was life is too short to be moping about. There's a silver lining in every cloud.
Do you think that came up in play today?
Yeah, we didn't get eaten by a troll. We got a cool map. We're doing pretty good. And we got a little sick, but we always adventuring is hard.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I believe that, but yeah, no, that's fine. Like obviously it came through in actions, but maybe we also were a little bit busy and didn't role play it though. Being like, at the end, being like, we fucking made it, everyone, right? Told you, like, good work.
I said I'd write a song about it.
Oh, that's right. No, you totally did. Yeah, no, I forgot. Yeah, so you wrote a song about it. So yeah, you absolutely did. I'm so sorry, Kiki. You absolutely did say that. You totally like, oh my god, this is a legendary song, and like I think I was updating the grind or something when it happened, and I was it totally is worthy of a song.
I said it like right after we fed the soup to the troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. You got an amazing new tune out of this.
Just
persona for your goal
behind Miney's back that whole time.
Yeah. Persona for your goal of surviving this nonsense.
Yeah.
Yep. And your instinct was whenever camping, teach something to these minotaurs, and you did that during camp. So you it was beneficial. So fate.
Fate.
Cool.
Yes.
And poor Minos.
Yep. My belief is I owe my life to the people who I serve. I'll try to protect them with my dying breath. I think I did that by
absolutely. You took the L. You fucking got injured over protecting them. Yep. Oh yeah, totally.
My goal is guide my minibros and master to safety.
Do you think you earned persona or fate?
I worked towards it. I did get knocked out of a conflict though, and it was them who deciphered the map to get us out.
Yeah, but it was still your leadership that started it. So like, was guiding your minibro and master to safety, getting out of the troll den or getting back to town?
At least getting out of where we were. That's when I wrote the goal because we didn't know it was a troll's den.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Then I leave it to you to either get fate or persona. If you think there's more to this goal that you want to keep it, then maybe make it a fate. But if you think you're good with it and you want to come up with a new goal, then give persona for it.
I'll do persona.
Okay.
Whenever I enter a room, I check for traps.
Fuck yeah.
You did.
Yep.
You did.
You triggered them, but you did check.
Yeah. Cool.
Hmm.
Good stuff. MVP. Velton, I think. Maybe it was I don't know actually. Manny with the cook. Yeah, Manny with the cook does that really fucking set everything up, right? but that couldn't have been done without you. But then you get in this fucking rabbit hole of like, well, that couldn't have been done because of this, and that couldn't have been done. So that's a good question.
Didn't I one shot the troll with my riddle?
No.
Almost.
The
troll.
We lost.
The troll did one shot you though.
Yeah, we lost.
I'd be willing to say. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll
Who
say
do you all
Velton.
think who gets it?
Velton. Straight up.
Okay.
Hiding behind Manny's back was like,
Yeah,
Smartest
that was,
fucking thing
that
ever.
was pretty funny.
Isn't
Here I'm
that
think-
embodiment though?
Yeah, but that's embodiment, not MVP.
Yeah.
well, she did
Um,
decipher the map.
And I was very good at hiding.
You
with my rolls.
I would say it was you, Velt. Yeah, and also I think the other big thing and maybe why you should get it, Velton, is because you got that sweet survival test, survivalist check. You found shelter,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
actually was a big deal.
Okay, so that's Persona?
Yes, that's Persona.
Okay.
Workhorse probably goes to Dave.
Yeah.
Help for days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like that's just
Literally your character.
literally
your
my
character of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally my character of the game.
Man, I got way too much Persona and not enough Fate.
An embodiment, Velton, for sure, at the minimum.
I think Minos also gets it because like Alex is really good at just being in character and
Yeah,
have his character keep charactering.
yeah, and your Riddle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Is that a persona or a fate?
Yeah, it's Persona. These are all Persona.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah,
All right. Well,
you did it.
ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. This game continues to add to the pile of salt that is my life. But we'll, maybe we'll get like a plateau and it'll be like, okay, we get it now. Maybe we'll see. It's definitely a lot further in the understanding than what Mouse Guard was by a long shot. I think by like episode 2 with Mouse Guard, I had it pretty much nailed down. But this one is taking a lot longer. So let's do some shout outs, call it up. Zip, my man, my sick brother. What up? How you
Hi.
doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm Zippy Zippo here on Twitch, Zippy_Zippo. I do variety gaming here on Twitch, but right now I'm just plowing through some Ark, exploring that shit, getting ready for Aberration, getting ready to have my horde of Reapers and Bulb Dogs. I want a fucking horde of Bulb Dogs. They're like little cute fucking anglers/pugs, and I'm gonna have a whole fucking horde of it, and they're gonna run behind me and light my way. I'm gonna
Bulb
name
dogs.
Yep, they're bulb dogs. That's the name of the creature. It's called a bulb dog.
Is this in Aberration?
Yeah.
Do
They're
you
the
know
little-
if there's going to be like water stuff in that game?
Yeah. There's giant crabs that you can tame.
All right,
All right.
I want to.
Giant enemy crabs.
Like giant fucking 4-armed crabs.
Mm.
And then there's a basilisk, a giant fucking snake. And then there's a rock drake that can turn on active camouflage. Like if you're riding it, you and the rock drake will go like into active camouflage mode. Fucking badass.
Nice. Yeah, that game's gonna be fun. Where can people find you though?
You can find me here on Twitch at Zippy_Zippo. You can find me on Twitter at gaming.exp. And you can find me in the dark recesses of your heart.
Where the salt resides. Yeah. Kika, let's hear your great shout out.
Sup, I'm Kika.
Hey. Hey, I'm Kika.
I'm Kika. You should like totally follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Kika. Yeah, I'm Kika. I like to play old RPGs and voice act every single character in the game. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv.com/Kika and Twitter at twitter.com/KikaVio. That's KIKKA. And on Twitter, it's KIKKAVO. So
Speaking about Shout outs. We got one more man who needs one. Eric, the torrent of poo master vloggers.
Hey,
No,
what up?
really.
What up? It's your shit boy.
What up? It's me, shit boy.
What's up, everyone? I'm Eric Fulgaris. Yeah, I run role-playing games. This was a good session, despite everything being very frustrating and hard.
We survived.
You survived, and that's what this game's about: is surviving by the fucking skin of your teeth. And conditions are okay. The only one you can't get rid of is the dead condition. So it's never the worst thing in the world, right? It can always get worse. Yeah. So I'm Eric. You can find me at Eric Fulgaris on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. I love these role playing games. So
How many are you running these days, man?
Right now, actually, I'm in a really big lull. I'm running 3, but I'm about to bring up 1. And then 1 next week, and then starting in January, about 3 more. So I'm gonna be going back up to 7.
That's so many games.
See, I can only run about 2 a week and produce the other 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's for me. I can't do producing and GMing all that much, but for me, the producing part takes a lot. So
Yeah. No, I hear you. We have similar brains in where so far that production takes up a big chunk of our time.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, and I think your fans appreciate your quality of your production work. So
thank you fans, for appreciating me. And if you did appreciate the stream, why not give it a follow? And if you absolutely adored the stream, subscribe and get access to the cockpit, the best emotes on Twitch, and instant VOD access and all that other stuff. Guys, we have a lot to talk about, but let's talk about fan party real quick. We had our second fan party yesterday for Vampire the Masquerade. It went really well. The voting for the next one on the January 6th is open right now. Go to the Discord channel and click the link over there if you want to see it. I'll post it here actually as well. You can vote for the next system that we're going to be playing, and you can participate as a actual player as well. Going tonight or tomorrow, we have Vampire the Masquerade at 3 p.m. PST, which is Die Party LA at night. And then we have the rest of the week should be good. I think we're not doing Surge because something, I don't know. We'll look into that. I think Surge is still struggling to come back since my honeymoon, which is fucking just the worst. But, we'll get it kicking off again. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Check the schedule for more information, and we'll see you later today for the daily stream. Have a good one, guys. We outie. Bye-bye.
Bye.